Yes. Fine. Can you please clone the repository? This okay. This is still opening.
So, so here
Oh, I think it is little slower on the
I've
machine.
just
It seems like.
I've just added the I've just created the server.
Okay.
Yeah. So then after that, probably I should be doing.
Yeah, yeah. So this basically is for database. I think you don't need to worry
Okay.
about it as at this point. You
Huh.
are connecting to the database one and two. I mean, this is account two, right? That you are connected to right now.
Uh,
Oh
here,
yeah, this is
here you.
you belong to account two. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So can you please clone the repository that Jagbandu sir did in earlier the same way? Can I give you the link basically?
Yes, you can provide me the steps. I can do that. So currently here we don't need to do anything. So here
No, no,
I think some
here you don't
steps
need
are
to.
there.
It is just to connect the remote database.
Okay, okay,
Yeah,
fine.
even if you don't
Because
connect from
here
here,
here some steps you had shown, so I just thought, okay.
you are already connected. It seems like, right?
Uh,
So you can open it. I mean, is it? Are you able to? You are able already able to connect to it. And if you click on the speech recognition data, basically, can you please connect? Click
uh,
on that. Yeah, just click on that. Yeah.
uh,
Click on the database icon, the dark database icon on the top. Yeah, just go a little bit up. Database icon, black color database icon. First select the database speech recognition data catalog. Just first select that.
okay.
Yes. Now click on the database. Yes, this one. Click on this dark icon. Basically, on the top, just below object. On the top, just below object. Yeah. Click on this query tool. Just write select as start from media underscore metadata underscore staging. Select,
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 right?
and yes, select space asterisk shift 8 from space from media underscore media underscore staging media underscore metadata underscore staging metadata underscore staging. Yeah, just click on the play button that you see on the top on the icons. Just
This
on the
one, right?
top. Yeah. Yes, yes,
Yeah.
correct. So it should be empty because oh yeah, because no table exists here, right? Because we have
Mm-hmm.
not deployed anything, right?
Okay.
So I'll show you now how to do it, everything from
Okay.
scratch.
Okay.
So
Okay.
far we basically created the infra, we created the database, we created the composer, right? We
Huh.
created the buckets, everything. Now
Huh.
we have to deploy our code, right?
Okay.
So our code is not yet deployed anywhere, correct? Our
Huh. Huh.
pipeline code. So now
Okay.
what we will do, we will basically go to the, give me a moment, I'm just sending you the link. Or you can open
Huh.
the documentation itself.
Mm.
Open the documentation which I just sent to you
Yes.
in the
This
chat.
one.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So if you go to the getting started, go click on the getting started. Yeah, go a little bit down. Yeah, just getting started. Yeah, this is the architecture which I explained. I mean, so what happens is it runs on Kubernetes, right? You see then there are multiple nodes there our workloads run, and the
Mm.
airflow basically we use for the orchestration, and database we already I discussed, right?
Mm.
That you are connected already, and the
Mm.
cloud storage is nothing but buckets.
Okay.
Right now, one component that I have not discussed about is the Circle CI, right?
Mm.
So Circle CI we use for deployment. Basically, whatever we have the code in the Git repository,
Mm.
we deploy on this Airflow, right? And it is automated. We don't need to do anything basically.
Okay.
So first you have to go to the repository. If you go a little bit down, where is the repository? Yeah, installation. Correct. So if you can open this repository in your browser rather than here first, because I want you to fork this repository rather than yeah. I think we can add this step that is not no, I think this way you'll not be able to do.
Okay.
In
In
the
the
browser
not in the browser.
you need the
In the terminal, you mean?
in the browser it would be easier for you right now. In the browser just search open open it step open. If you already access that you will get, yeah, you will get it. No, 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 just remove egg basically. Yeah, just stop here. If you go a little bit down, there is a GitHub open speech. I think it's sixth or seventh. Yeah, just click on this. Yeah, so click on open X step or on top open X open speech X step. Click there. Yes, so these are our repositories. All the repositories. If you see, like there are 20 plus repositories, right?
Yeah.
So where is our pipeline code? Pipeline code is in the audio directory speech. If you go a little bit up, yeah,
This
this is
one.
the one. This is the our pipeline code, which is
Okay.
used for data cleaning, data processing, and everything
Okay.
basically, like a data balancing everything. So yeah, so this you so now you can fork. So if you see on the top right corner,
Huh.
yeah, just fork this repository. Click on fork.
Yeah, here, right?
Yes, yes. Because this is our repository, open speech, right? We don't want
Okay.
you to work on this. So sign in.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why we are suggesting that you clone this. Now again, click on fork. Please, everyone, please observe these steps because these are the steps that you have to do if you want to run.
Rajat, what we'll do is we'll take a stock of all group, at least one or two people if they're following this one. Yeah. Uh,
Cool. Now you
is it
got this.
fine? Yeah.
Yes, sir, it is fine. So you got this. Now this repository is under your name. If you see, right,
Yes,
BSS
yes.
should be.
Mm.
So now it belongs to you, and it is saying fork from this repository.
Mm.
Now this is a private. This is your private space. If you
Okay.
make any changes, it won't go in our. It won't affect anything in our repository.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so now this is the repository that you have created. It's your space, your own space. Now
Mm-hmm.
log into Circle CI. If you on the browser type Circle CI
Here or
on the in the browser, create new tab. Yeah, Circle CI. So Circle CI we are using for all the deployment purpose. We are not running anything from local from our machine. We are just using a tool using which we'll do the complete end-to-end deployment, seamless deployment without any code. I mean, without touching any utility or anything. Just configuration, everything will be deployed easily. So yes, you can click on this
okay.
first one. Yeah, and I think you have to sign in using your GitHub account. So this Circle CI is linked to your GitHub quite seamlessly. You can
Mm-hmm.
log in or sign up. I mean, just try to log in. Yeah, log in with GitHub. So yeah, authorize Circle CI. I think it might ask for password again. Correct. Okay, you can fill this developer or whatever your role. What is your role? What?
I'll just do it later. Then
Yeah,
remind me
yeah,
later.
sure, sure, sure. No issues. Yeah, just select the organization. Correct. Now you can see this query appearing here, right? Body to
Mm.
speech.
Mm-hmm.
Because this Circle CI is very much linked with your. No, no, you don't need to go inside. Just wait.
Okay. Okay. Mm.
Just no, no. Go back. Go back. This Circle CI is very much linked. Okay. Yeah. Just
Mm. Mm.
set up project. Set up project.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, already have configured. See this script. Yes.
This
Since it
one.
is already exist. Yes, it is
Yeah.
already
Yeah.
existing project now.
Uh-huh.
So just skip this script. Yes. use existing, click on use existing. Just yeah, that's it. Start building. So it will fail because yeah, now if it is running, then can you stop it? On the right side there is a cross button.
Yeah.
Yes,
This one?
yes, because you are not providing any environment variables. Now go to the
Hmm.
documentation. Correct. Just go down little bit more down. So infra setup we have already done. Correct. This whole settings I showed to Jagbandhu sir as well, like Terraform init and all. Just go a little bit down. Correct. So
So
now,
this I have not done, Rajat.
yeah, you have not done. That's the
Uh-huh.
reason I said this is one time. This is for
Okay.
one account. Since
Oh,
we
okay,
all
okay,
are
okay.
sharing
Yeah,
same
yeah.
account, it is
Fine, fine.
already done, right?
Okay, okay. So,
Just
so these are the steps when we initially create an account. So these are
yes,
the
yes. If
steps.
you want to do personally on your own GCP
Huh.
account, then it is required.
Yeah, yeah. Correct. Okay.
Yeah, just go a little bit down. More. Yes. So this cloud proxy setup is already done, right?
This is done.
So now CI/CD setup that we are doing right
Uh-huh.
now. So
Uh-huh.
GCP project, copy this GCP project key. This is the key.
Huh.
Okay. Now go to the circles here.
The whole thing I'll copy?
No. Just copy one way. So 6 keys we have to configure
Oh, okay.
to tell circles here where it needs to point to basically. Okay. So
Mm-hmm. So,
yes. Yeah. So project settings. Yeah. Uh, Click on environment variables. Yeah. Add environment variable. Yeah. That's it. Now what should be the value? You belong to project 2, right?
huh.
So it is ASR IITDH hyphen. Let me check. Yes. ASR A19713.
Please come again.
I'm
One.
pasting. I'm pasting that. Just give me a moment. Yeah. I just pasted in the
Yeah.
chat. So this is the project code, project ID, right? So because Circle CI does not know anything, right, about your project, so we have to give this information. Yeah, just add this variable. Now see what other variable you need to add in the documentation.
Yeah.
Google Auth. So this Google Auth is nothing but the same JSON key that we created yesterday, and we added that in the bucket, right? Do you have that key right now on your machine?
Uh,
That we put on the bucket, right? You remember yesterday? Yes.
in the storage JSON or in the
In the
It was
credentials you are telling?
credentials, yeah.
Yeah, in the
Open
credentials.json.
Yeah, just please open credentials.json. No, it was there already
okay.
outside. Yeah, credentials.json. I can see that on the right side, little bit right.
Yes.
Yes. This one. Just copy only the value like of credentials key. Basically, the curly braces that starts. Yes.
So this one, right, from
No,
type?
From curly brace.
No.
From the curly brace after colon. Copy this. Yeah, copy this whole thing. And yeah,
Till here, no?
yeah, ignoring the last curly brace. Yes, correct. So
Yeah.
copy, Control C.
Done.
Yeah, just paste there in the value.
Here.
Yes, paste here. That's
Okay.
it. Correct. The same thing that we did for crawler. Here we are doing it through Circle C. That is the only difference, right? Postgres DB. Okay. Now Postgres DB you have to provide. So this Postgres DB is your IP address of your database. So I'll tell you what it is. Give me a moment. So this is the name of the database, basically, right? Postgres user.
So we have to Rajat copy that client ID, is it before one, whatever that.
For which client ID? Sorry.
No, here. Okay, so that Google authentication, no, Google underscore authentication, that service account key. So from
Yes.
that credential, what
What?
we have to copy?
No, no. Whatever is the service credentials key that we downloaded, right, from service account, that we have to copy. So the same thing was there in the credentials.json. That's why we took from here.
Okay,
But
is that okay? That key was
ideally, we should use the same.
okay. The private key ID, that one. No,
No, no, no. Basically, whatever I put on the GCP bucket yesterday, right?
but
With JSON,
okay. Got it.
everything inside
Got it.
that should be
Got
copied
it.
as
Got
it
it. Got
is.
it. Got it.
Correct. So this DB hostname, I'll tell you what needs to be added there. Just give me a moment. Yeah, so Postgres DB will be, if you open your console, cloud.console.com, cloud, console.cloud.com, console.cloud.google.com. Yeah. So go just type SQL in the search bar, SQL. Correct. Yeah, just try that. Open it.
This one?
Yeah, so this is, yeah, can you start it? First, is it stopped because I stopped it because of cost. Yeah, start it. Now copy this whole name, itdhdb-test. This is your DB name.
Okay.
Correct. Now copy it here. What else? Password. Password is IITTH underscore work. IITDH underscore work. Correct. What else is pending? Postgres user. Postgres, I think you can write. I think we have made some mistake, but yeah, Postgres user, you can write Postgres.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Here you have tried Postgres, no?
Yes, Postgres. Small, I think small. I think DB we have written wrongly. I think that is okay.
This is okay?
Yeah, this is okay. DB.
This is wrong, I think. Is it?
No,
DB.
I'm just checking basically. Postgres DB should be your Postgres DB. Postgres DB is wrong actually. We provided ITDH hyphen something, right? Can you go back
Yeah.
to the console?
Shall I delete this one?
No. We don't need to. We can override it. Just
Okay.
copy the correct thing. I mean, just go inside the ITDH. Yes. Yeah, this one. Click on the databases. Click on the databases. Databases on the left side. There is.
Okay.
Correct. So you will see two databases. I think the first one you have to copy and put it inside the Postgres underscore DB. I think it is starting. Maybe that's why it is not showing. Yeah, first one I think the second one you can copy.
This one.
Yes.
Here again I have to add or?
Yes. Add the same Postgres underscore DB. again.
Okay, 1 minute.
Yeah, you can paste it right. Yeah, Postgres underscore DB. So this is the DB name, and yeah, save environment. Yeah, save it. Correct. Now it is correct. Google Auth we have done. Google project we have done. Postgres DB we have done. Yeah. So what is left? I think DB underscore instance is left, right?
Uh, is this updated here?
Yeah, yeah, it is updated. It is updated.
Okay.
So DB underscore instance.
Yeah, 1 minute.
DB underscore instance is the one that you copied earlier. If you, yeah, actually, correct. Now this IITTH DB hyphen test is the DB instance. Correct. Now it is correct. Add variable. I think we are done. Now go to the go back on the project, like on the project settings. There is a back button. Yeah, go back. Right. Now there is an option to retrigger. On the right side there are some icons, right? No, icon, the first icon, where one, like in the actions,
Where?
in the actions column, there
Oh,
is the
this one.
first icon. Yes, yes, rerun from the start. That's it. I think it will take 20 minutes. Hopefully something will not fail.
Okay. So, should I let it run and I'll stop presenting? Or
No, let it run. No issues.
Rajat, I just want to clarify. So for group one, you already have done this. So,
Yes, I done
so
this
we
one.
don't have to do that.
For
Correct?
group one, it is already done.
Uh-huh. So the thing will be when they will start for the next stage. So they also don't have to do this.
If they want to start from the next stage and they are doing on their own local machine, then they don't need to do this.
Okay.
Okay,
Oh,
so
it's only one time setup.
it's one time setup. Yes, I think something is wrong with the. Okay,
it's not showing any error, right?
no, I think it might fail. Just I think I just saw there is some like. Give me a moment.
Should I stop it and
No,
make
no, let
correction?
it run. No issues. Let it fail.
Okay.
With failure also we'll understand the things. Oh.
Just explain what is that circle CI.
Yes. Just give me a moment. I'm just checking one thing, then I'll take it forward. So basically what the circle CI is kind of a integration tool. So let's say we are working in a team of 10 people, right? So everybody is working on the same code base, right?
Okay.
So Git repository we have already where we are integrating our code, right? We have
Correct.
the versioning and all, and
Correct.
everyone can use it. Now, what we want to do, we want automatic deployment, basically, like where all the test cases, like unit test cases, are triggered, or other things like quality checks are there, and then there is a step to automatic deployment to our infrastructure, right? Because we don't want to step on each other's toe, right? If I am deploying something, I don't want to basically uh, step, like I want seamless deployment first. That is the main criteria, and I want the deployment safe and very fast, just on the commit. So if I commit something, right, on Git repository, I don't want to deploy manually, right? So whatever I commit, that will go automatically into my infrastructure and will be deployed to Airflow. So that is the paradigm basically. And for to solve this, there are multiple tools. This one is the Circle CI. Other one, Circle CI, we prefer is that it's very much like it is for open source first, and it is free, and it is managed by Circle CI itself. We are not running anything to run this, right? Service. It's all managed service by Circle CI itself, and it comes with very well integrated with GitHub. So as you can see that the repository that what forked, right, that automatically came as a project in Circle CI. So all these benefit it is giving, and whatever that we have done, we have in the Circle CI we have defined everything. So if you open the repository, original text speech repository, on your local machine, like in PyCharm, basically, if you open PyCharm, can you open please? Yeah.
Shruti ma'am, can you open
Yeah.
PyCharm?
Just open the project, audio to speech project. Correct. So is it there on local?
Audio speech. Okay, audio to speech, right?
Yeah. So
No,
same
no.
repository that we just forked, just clone it on local machine. Yeah, just clone it.
Is it because network issue?
Git clone https github.com. How you cloned other repository?
I just did clone.
The same way, right? Did you use the key SSH keys or did you use HTTPS?
No, here only. So here I just HTTPS.
Because there is other way as well to do. I mean, I don't.
Click on that.
Sorry?
Click on SSH. Now can you copy this? Let's see if it works. Oh, you don't have any public key. It won't work. No. You don't have the SSH setup. HTTPS only should work.
Or I'll download.
If you download, it won't be. You can open
also. No, it's not. It will not work. Is it, Sanjay Raja?
Sorry.
If she will download and unzip it, is it not work? It will not work.
It will work, but it won't be connected to the Git repository, I think, because it.
Okay. You want that Git should come.
No, I don't want that. I mean, it's preferable, but you can open this. I can tell you the file.
Clone it. No, from here. Shruti ma'am, you can clone it. Right, just git clone and then website.
Yeah, I did that. But,
it is not working.
Enter
somehow.
Cloning, no.
But why it didn't work earlier?
No, I don't know still whether it will work or not. No.
Yeah, maybe.
Some internet problem, is it?
Okay, I just want to show you one thing. Basically, if you open .circle CI folder, if you're able to see that, right? No. There only. On the GitHub. In the GitHub, yes.
Okay. Oh, here. Okay.
Yes. So go to Circle CI and
You cannot perform this.
I think there is an internet issue actually. But how your audio is working? Okay. Yeah, this is the
Okay.
config.yml. So yes, so basically Circle CI understands this config.yml. Okay. Whatever the steps we want to define, we define in this circle in this config.yml. So if you see steps, right, it set up the testing environment, and if you go a little bit down, it is you have deploy, right? It deploys, it builds and deploy the image, Docker image automatically, correct? So because we need to create an image of our pipeline, and then we have E2E, which is end-to-end test, runs automatically to test the code. Okay, and if you go a little bit more down, there is migration. There is deploy DB. So deploy DB is so we have written a lot of migrations. DB migration means whatever the changes that we want to do on the database, we don't do manually. We don't fire the queries manually. Let's say I want to add a column to a table, right? Yeah, let's say I want to create new table. Let's say I want to change the variable, the column name, right? So everything is driven from code. We don't do it manually, right? So what we do basically, let me share my screen. I'll quickly
Yeah.
give
One
you
minute.
the
I just.
overview. Yeah. So yeah, understanding the circle is important because it is allowing us to do seamless work. I mean, you don't need to worry about deployment, and once it is set up, it is set up. You can easily use it. So this is our Circle CI folder, and this is Circle CI repository. Deploy DB is the step, and if you see, this is the workflow. This is the workflow that we have defined, right? Workflows, and AK step data pipeline is the workflow name. Inside that we build, and then we deploy the images basically. And deploy DB is nothing but a migration. So if I go with the name of this deploy DB name, so this is just a definition, and where it is defined here basically. Here it is. Oh, sorry. Yeah. So you can see it is defined here. We are giving the Postgres user and password, right? We are also setting up proxy inside the Circle CI, right? The way you are doing locally on your local machine, right? We are doing the same thing automatically here, and we are updating the migrations. So what migration means is the migration, database migration here means is the change of the database. Whatever the changes that you are making, they are going through scripts only. So in the migrations folder, we define all the changes that we want to perform on our database, right? So this alter table, add column basically, right? What it is saying, you have to alter this table and add a new column data used for. So similarly, if let's say I want to add new column in this table, so what I'll do, I'll create one more migration here. Okay, I may say 3, okay, then save it, and then I can say, okay, new column name, new column, right? And I'll just save it and I'll push it. That's it. My job is done. I don't need to go to the database and create a database field again. So this allows me to easily track what is getting changed on the database, and it is versioned and it is inside my code. So I know what is happening, right? So that's the reason that you don't need to do anything right now. You just have configured the Circle CI. It will do everything for you. It will create the image, Docker image. It will set up the database for you. It will also deploy your Airflow DAGs automatically, right? Everything that is required to set up your environment, like one initial setup is through Terraform, right? That is the basis. That is the basis of setting up your cloud, Google Cloud, right? But now it is more application centric deployment. So what it means is you want to set up your pipeline on the infra that you set up using Terraform. So Terraform gave you foundational piece, foundational infra, right? Then you want to deploy your application.
So how your application will be deployed? Using Circle CI, which is making all these things automated. Otherwise, you will do you have to run a lot of scripts, which will be very not very. It will be very hectic, and it won't be. It's very time consuming, right, and error prone, and you have to do a lot of setup on your machine as well. So just to make this thing seamless, we have used Circle CI. I hope this is, I have covered at very high level. I think Circle CI itself, we want to learn, there can be some sessions or more learning around it, but right now you don't need to worry and need to learn Circle CI if you want to use this platform. Just configure these 6 attributes, variables that I told to you, and just run the pipeline. That's it. That will work, do the work basically. So we have tried to make all this whole setup very seamless and user friendly. So if you do the Terraform setup, right, just through one command, you are setting up whole infrastructure. And here also, just giving up some environment variable, we are setting up the whole infrastructure just without any hassle of or underlying technical knowledge of all these things, right? So, yeah, I am stopping my presenting, and then you can take it over. So can you share again your screen where that pipeline?
Yeah, I'm just doing.
Where is that pipeline right now? So once that is done, then you will understand what it has done. Basically, I will show you that. You can also see what it has done, the commands and everything. It gives you everything, like whatever it is doing, it will show you. Basically, you can easily see that. So it is building now. Building is done. Building means it was building the image. First, it was running the unit test cases. We have written a lot of test cases just for the quality purposes, that if something is changed by mistake or like for maintaining the code point of view, we have quality gates. So on every commit that you will do and you will push to this repository, it will automatically trigger the test cases.
Yeah, I was able to clone this. So I think probably you wanted to explain about this only, I think, no? Config.pyml. You wanted to show? Or
So yeah, let's wait for it. And yeah, meanwhile, if you want, I can give you more insights about how the code is structured in the pipeline, basically.
okay. So shall I stop presenting?
Or you can take questions if anyone has.
Should I stop presenting, Rajat?
Yeah, just give me a moment, okay?
Yes, okay.
Okay, let me share. So as you can see, everything is in the Circle CI. It is running and automatically it is doing all the things that we might be doing on from our local machine. So now we can spend our time elsewhere, right? It's automated even. Okay, so basically the way we have structured this report, you can see the code, right? This PyCharm ID. So migrations, as I told you already, it is basically what you want to change on my database that I can add here in this, and I can push it. It easily, like it's automated. Now coming to the real part, basically. So we have packages folder. Inside packages, we have 8-step data pipelines, and we have segregated based on what it or component is doing. So I'll start with audio processing because that is the first part. In the audio processing, we have audio processor, right? So this audio processor basically what it does, it downloads the whole all the files basically, and it breaks that into the chunk using SNR utility. If you go here, I mean in the code, then you will see that it is using VADA SNR utility that I discussed about in our theory sessions, and it is using web.
Rajat, sorry, maybe you can tell the line number because here we can't see properly, no? So
I
maybe
will
Can
give you
you change the
overview.
theme to light or dark, high contrast?
or you can tell the line number so that
Okay,
on our local
is it not
PCs.
visible? Okay,
So,
it's on. Okay.
Shruti, ma'am, you are using PyCharm, no? So
Yeah.
you can go to the left, right side.
You can go to the setting and then.
No, I'm not presenting Jagbandhu.
Yeah, Rajat. I'm asking to Rajat.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
just
he is doing the
Setting and
line number. Can
setting.
ask.
Right side. Top right. Right.
top right.
Visual Studio.
No, it's actually PyCharm. Let me see how.
I think top right there is settings and there you
Yeah.
can set the
Yeah.
theme. Fully right, Rajat. Fully
Top right.
There is
Top
that
right, this
settings
one?
icon you'll find, no?
Yeah.
There is something called as theme. Is
No.
theme.
Theme you want to change to light theme?
Yeah. Yeah. Theme. Yeah.
Okay. Then it is saying restart needed basically. Okay.
No. I think in the Git line you will say find one settings. No, there you can change.
I think it is still opening. Oh, something is stuck here actually. Yeah, it is. So just keep an eye on the Circle CI job. Please let me know if it fails or if it's successful. Then
Yeah, I'll let.
how many steps are done in that?
Actually, where are the steps here?
It's you. I mean, it's there in the.
It is still running, but where can I find the steps here?
No, it's
Count.
no. Basically, what job is running right now? You'll see that, right?
Oh, job, right? Okay,
Uh,
8-step database migration apply test.
Is running?
Yeah, that is running.
Okay.
The first two are over.
Okay, good. Then it is creating the database tables.
Yeah.
It means. So you can see my screen. I don't know why the theme didn't change. It's very strange. My machine also got slow. Somehow I don't know. So you want bigger fonts, right? So you want appearance to be lighter, okay?
Yeah, you can change that theme.
Yes, yes.
And if you tell the line number in the code, no, so that maybe we can just in our local PCs also we can just have a look at that.
Sure, sure. I mean, I'll tell you, I don't want to give to a very low level line. Basically,
Okay,
I'll give you
fine.
some idea so that you can also take a look,
Yeah,
high level idea, so that it's easier for you to follow.
Okay.
Because code we have written is should be readable. I mean, in my opinion. Cool. I think font. I think I can increase a little bit. There is a share mode as well, presentation mode. Okay, my system got really slow. Yeah, are you able to see my screen now better? Like, are the
Yes,
fonts
yes, Rajat.
okay,
Yes, we
nice.
can see. Yeah.
So what we have done is the way we have designed all the jobs is basically everything start with a processor. Basically, if you see in all the packages like transcription, so there is a processor we call it audio transcription, and it is also a processor, like base processor. And if you go to let's say audio analysis, either also you will see audio analysis. It is also a processor, base processor, right? So these are the entry points for each job that we have written, and these can be run triggered from local as well. There is no stopping, like we don't care whether it is running on cloud or where. It is just a code, right? So this is a Python code and can be triggered from anywhere. So I was discussing about this coming to the audio processing part. So this starts from here basically, and in the audio processing, in every processor there is a get instance method where we create the instance of the class, and in the init method we set all the things, peripheral things basically that are required, like data processor required, GCP instance it required, GCS instance, sorry, catalog DAO. So this catalog DAO is a code or you component that we have written to communicate with the database. So all the code related to database inside this catalog DAO, which is used to update the catalog or fetch the data from the catalog. SNR processor, if you want to, like, whatever we want to do for the SNR, we are having in this component. Chunking processor. So how do you want to chunk? So right now we are using WAD, but tomorrow if we want to use, we can just change this processor, and it would be just a small change from our code. So we have kept all these coupling, and the design is such way that basically you should be able to change the components easily. So tomorrow, if you come up with any other better technology to do the chunking other than WAD, then please you can configure and change it here quite easily. So what we do, we loop through the files that whatever this processor gets as an argument. We get the audio ID, and then we process the unique audio. So audio ID is what I mean is audio ID is it is created by our system. This audio ID is specific to the pipeline that we are running. So each file basically that we download, for each file we create this audio ID, which basically is kind of identifier for every file. So and this audio ID is kept in the database. I'll tell you once we will process the pipeline. And in the process audio ID, we are doing all the things that are required to do for each audio basically. So it is ensuring whether the path exists or not on line number 98, right? And then it is downloading, it is creating a full path, basically path to download, and then it is actually downloading here on line number 112. This is FS interface. So this FS interface is also abstraction. So we have we can write FS interface for AWS. We can write FS interface for GCP. We can write FS interface for local. So we have right now FS interface for local and GCP only. So if tomorrow we want to extend it further to AWS, we need to just write this FS interface for AWS. So that is how we have designed our code. It is decoupled from on a particular platform. So it downloads to a location, right? Then we create the hash code that I was talking about. We create the hash code for each file, and we check on the basis of the hash code on line number 124 I am right now, whether the file exists or not already. So if it exists, we just say and move it to the folder. We don't process anything. Otherwise, we basically read the CSV file, right? Metadata files path on the local path location. Then on line number 46, there is a method to convert to WAV file, right? Because the file can come in MP4 format, it can come in MP3 format or OGG format, or there are many formats. So we have a converter which converts that to a WAV format, because that's what we are concerned of. Then we are breaking the file. So how we are breaking? We are using WED. So if you see here, I'm going inside the method, line number 278, that is starts line. You can see we are using this voice activity detection. So this chunking processor is a class, and this, if you go inside, this is a chunking conversion util. And inside that, you can see we're using WebRTC WED that I discussed yesterday, right? So if you want to change this to something else tomorrow, you can just change this chunking processor implementation. You can just inject another chunking processor class object here, and it can call this create audio chunks, and you can change the code. I mean, you can implement your own code as well. It is easily extensible. So WebRTC WED, and this is the same code that I was showing yesterday in the repository of which is open sourced. So it is doing this all, and in this, just to go a little bit further, we are trying it multiple times. So if it is not able to chunk first time, let's say my video is not able to break into smaller chunks, what we do, we increase the aggressiveness. So this WED has an argument which is aggressiveness. If you see, this aggressiveness is passed as an argument. So this aggressiveness is 1 to 3 range. So 1 being less aggressive, 3 means highest aggressive. So we try to chunk it using aggressiveness 2, but if it is not able to break, we then again try it with the aggressiveness 3. So that's the code basically, to retry all these things. Rechunking basically, if you want to rechunking it again, do the rechunking, and it increases the aggressiveness basically. So I'm not going to each and every line, otherwise it will take a lot of time. I'm just giving you some high level idea so that you can also go back and see this, follow this code, because this is written in such a way that it should be readable, in my opinion. Then process SNR basically, right? SNR, I discussed that we are using WADA SNR. So this is using this SNR processor again. This SNR processor is another component. And if you go inside this SNR processor, it is SNR util.py. And inside that, we are running this utility, which is WADA SNR, basically. So WADA SNR, how we are doing is, I'll give you some idea, basically. I know I am going a little bit fast, because the reason is I don't want to spend time on this, which is like it is written and it is too much to discuss in this workshop, because it's so much code there. I'm just giving you high level overview that this SNR processor is there, and this SNR processor is nothing but it actually calls some utility on which are there in the library. So in the library, we have packaged it as a WADA SNR tar.gz file. So what it does, it actually, when we deploy this code, right, we extract this out, and it actually calls this. When it is deployed, it is extracted internally. So I think there should be a process to So I'm just trying to find out that piece of code where we are actually calling the process. Yeah, this is the sub process. So if you see this Varda SMR through this Python code, we are actually calling the Unix process, right? Which is nothing but it is running a command which is basically we are generating this command on line number 72, sl.get command, and this command is basically Vada SNR, right? This is the path of the utility Vada SNR, which is extracted in the binaries Vada SNR exe folder. So this library is extracted inside this file path, and then it is taking one argument, file path, and then the directory name, and then this is the alpha0 txt file, which I don't know what it is, but this is how this utility works actually. I mean, this is how they have given that you have to give this argument to the file, and these arguments we got in from the open source repository that these guys, what SMR people have published. So this is how we are calling this utility, and it gives you some kind of a, yeah, if you run this process, it gives you, yeah, it gives you data in some format. So we have to extract out the SNR from that. So we are splitting and then getting the third argument and then decoding to the UTF-8. Yeah, so this is how we have written. I mean, sorry if you have not followed it, but that was not my intention to give you line by line understanding of it. You can take a look around. So yeah, this is how our audio processor works internally. And yeah, this is for one file, if you see. And we, the way we do the parallelization is inside the pipeline workflows, we define the DAGs, airflow DAGs. So this is the code only, which is used to create the Docker file. And this pipeline workflow is for creating your airflow DAGs, where we keep all the DAGs, basically the workflow management, everything. So like in the audio processor DAG, you can see here, this is how we are preparing the DAG. Airflow DAGs, in the create DAG method, we are calling a DAG method, and then with DAG, we are saying first Python operator, get the file from the GCP bucket, right? And then we are dynamically creating these, this one, batch file. On the basis of batch file path, we're dynamically creating this Kubernetes pod operator, which will actually instantiate multiple Kubernetes pods behind the scenes, right? So this is a dynamic creation of the DAG. And then we are orchestrating right like this. So first get the path, then data prep task, and then prep catalog. So the data prep task is nothing but here we have defined it, right? In the loop. So it is inside the loop. That means that many batches are there. It will create that many prep tasks, that many Kubernetes pod operators, and that prep task is basically in the middle, right? So I'll show you. You will understand it very well. I mean, once we will spin up this. So where have we reached in the
Actually, it has failed in data pipeline E2E build.
Oh, okay. E2E build is fine. I mean, you can close it. I mean, it is fine. E2E we don't know, but it is. Can you show?
Yeah. Just a minute.
So you don't need to worry about the code at this moment, because understanding of code is required when you want to actually change the things, right? Right now you don't need to change the things, you need to just use it. But yeah, ultimately if you want to contribute or make enhancements, then this code understanding will be helpful. Okay, let's see where we are. I think your screen is not visible.
Not visible, is it?
Not yet.
Okay, I'm presenting. Okay, let
Can
me
you do again?
let me present it. Are you able to see my screen?
No, I think you are not sharing. Are you selecting the whole?
Yes, I'm selecting the entire screen. You're not able to see?
No, other. How about others? I am not able to see it.
No,
No.
internet problem.
No, we are not able to see this screen. Maybe it's because of internet or something.
Okay.
Yes, it is. It's coming.
Yeah,
Is
Yeah,
it
now
okay
I'm
now?
able to. Yeah,
Oh,
now I'm
okay,
able to
okay.
see that. Now, can you show? Yeah, I think we are good. So this end-to-end test basically is failing because we have not updated the variables
test
properly for
cases.
this. So I think it's okay.
Yeah.
We can leave it. But now you can go to the Cloud Console and search for Composer. Open the Composer screen, Composer panel basically. And yeah, Composer, yes. Now, okay, no, not yet. Composer. I think your machine is real. Your internet, something is wrong
Yeah.
basically. Hmm. I think if it is done, then 90% of our work is done. Actually, the heavy
Okay.
lifting we have done already.
Okay.
So, and yeah, I mean, once you understand it, it's very seamless as well. It's only initially you have to. Okay, okay, it's fine.
Okay.
Yeah,
This
Composer, click on the Composer.
Yeah.
Yes, so on the airflow, there is an airflow web server, right?
Yes.
Just right click on that and open another window. Yes. So this is the airflow console. I think, have you guys done the prerequisite sessions for it? I assume, right? We did.
So I should go into my login, right?
Yeah, you're login, correct. Cool. Yeah, you can see automatically DAX came here, right? We didn't do anything. So now what we need to do, we need to process some of the sources that we downloaded yesterday, right? Did you download? Okay, then
Yes.
let's do one thing. We need to first do some checks whether the info is correct or not. So go to your PG admin.
PG admin. Okay.
Correct. PG admin. Yeah, run this query now. We expect a table should be there now because. Oh, it's not there.
Am I doing this correctly? Here, there's one more thing.
It is one, right? Let me see. Because migration got successful. So ideally, this should be there.
Group 1 test or group 2?
Oh, you belong to group 1 or group 2? I'm confused now. Because on group 1, on group 2, basically.
Group 2, group 2.
Group 2.
So then you are connected to the wrong database?
Yeah, wrong, I think. Okay, so let
I can see that. Just give me a moment. Yeah, I can see the table is there now.
Okay, so for me to get the thing on group 2.
So go to your Cloud SQL proxy. like terminal where you have started cross equal proxy on terminal. Yeah.
One
Now,
minute. Here.
yes, yes.
Ah.
So you are connected to group 1, right? We're connected to group 1, ASIR IITDH hyphen 3197 you have to write. That is group 2.
Oh, this one, no? So shall I stop it and write
Yes,
again?
yes, yes.
Okay.
This one basically. Hyphen 319713. 319713.
Okay.
Correct. That is correct.
Yeah.
Now just run it. Hopefully it should work if you are having right permissions. So that means it seems like you're having permission on both. But it's still not shown listening, right? Listening on this. G Cloud init can you do? Because I think you. Oh, it is already in use.
No, actually the binder is it already in use.
So that means that is still
So either
running. PS-EF clouds PS hyphen space hyphen EF
EF.
grep EF, yes, space grep space pipe grep cloud underscore SQL. Enter. Correct. So just copy this ID 61472 kill -9 kill -9. Kill -9 kill KI.
Yeah.
Sorry.
If you're not able to see, I'm kill -9.
No, I'm not able to see. I think it is frozen. Kill -9 the 61472.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, I've killed that. Are you not able to see my screen?
It is stuck, I think.
Oh, is it?
right.
Just a second.
Okay. We are just about to complete this setup. I mean, few things are left only.
Is it okay?
Yes, I can hear that. I
You
can
see, no?
listen.
See, it is killed.
I can see
think.
that. Yeah.
It's killed now.
Cool. Just run that again for against your account too, basically.
Okay.
It was showing it is already running, right? That's why we have to do it.
Oh,
Yeah,
where? Oh, there, no? In PG admin.
No, here just run it again.
Okay.
Enter. Yes. Yes, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now you go to a PG admin and correct. Now run it again. This query.
No, this.
Yeah. Just
I should
press.
be doing from 2, no? So I should copy this one.
Just copy this one. Yes.
Yes.
And create one more server. I think this would also work in my opinion.
Yeah, it should work.
It should.
What I should do? I should delete this.
No. Go to the data. Go to the first ITDH. Right click and refresh. No.
Here.
Right click the ITDH. Click on ITD. Just refresh. Refresh. So it's taking a lot of time. On Cloud Seeker proxy, what is the status? Is it throwing any error? Can you go to terminal? A new connection for this. Oh, so many connections. Why it is creating? What is? Okay, go to PG admin.
Yeah.
Oh, it is still running. Anyways, I checked that. I mean, if
So
somebody
it is showing in your.
yeah, if anybody wants to see that, they can also see in the connection to like database 2 for account 2. Basically, you can see this table exists now because migrations are successful, database migrations. But why it is stuck? Can you close it and
Close it and open it. Huh.
something weird is happening?
I think some network issue also.
No, but network issue problem should be. Oh, it is saying could not connect.
No.
Okay, let's quickly.
Oh.
Seems like now it is working. Hopefully, the first one you select, speech
First.
recognition, get catalog one. Yeah.
1 minute. Should I go this catalog one or catalog?
Yeah, catalog one only. So actually, we created two database in both accounts. Two
Okay.
each basically. I mean, the first one.
First one only.
Select first one.
Yeah.
And on database, the icon, dark icon.
Query
Click
2.
on this. Yeah, open the query editor. Paste that query. Control V. Now run it.
Actually, that time also we did from this only, no?
Yeah, but that time
No,
we
no.
didn't have.
Oh, that time that ASR
So-
317 was that number was
Yes.
not there.
So database name is same in both almost.
Okay. So shall I
But
run this?
yeah, please run it.
No.
Does
I
not
think
exist.
again it is saying error.
What is the
Sir,
media?
is it staging?
No. I think the name is wrong. It's staging. Staging.
Oh,
STAGI. I think I didn't notice.
GING.
Yeah. I think I didn't notice it.
Okay.
That is the name.
This is
Correct.
correct
Now
now?
run. Yeah,
Okay.
now run.
Okay.
But earlier you were connected to wrong database actually. Now you can see, right?
Now it's okay.
You can see all the attributes, but data is not there, right?
Data is
now
not there.
there is another table. If you want, I can give you the query. Just give me a moment.
For how many table, if you want to see that, you can just click on that schema and expand that.
Where actually should I go?
In the schema. So in your left.
In the left side, second last schema.
Expand it.
Okay.
By clicking the arrow.
Public. In coincide public, yeah. Now see the tables, fourth last. Now you can see all the tables are there, right? And this yo-yo migration is nothing, but it keep tracks of what is executed and what is not, just to like keep a state of our migrations. So yes, I think we are done here. I mean, it's good.
Okay.
I mean, whatever we have done is good so far. So now another thing is, if you follow the documentation, go to the documentation. Now the CI/CD setup is done.
Yeah.
Now we have to provide this configuration, right? Correct?
Yeah.
So I can give you a sample configuration. You can use that rather than filling it from scratch, but
Okay.
I think I have that. Let me share that in a group as well. Okay, let me, how do I, should I copy it in the bucket, bucket 2? Okay.
Again, you can directly copy to in that path.
Config path. I want
Yeah.
them to change it basically so that they can understand. That is the reason I don't want to change by myself. Let me just copy it there somewhere.
So here I should be going to.
Okay. So in group 2 data test bucket, right? There is a group 2 data test bucket, which we created yesterday. Bucket, click on open buckets. Yes. Cloud storage.
Mm-hmm.
Correct. Go inside group 2 data test. No. I think you opened wrong. Bucket. Group 2 data test. Yes. Open. Yeah, this config.yaml. Just download it. Yeah, just open in one of the any editor that you have.
Yeah, this one. This one.
Yes.
Yeah.
So now, what is your database name? DB name, the line number 5th.
A line number speech underscore recognition underscore data underscore catalog
Yeah,
hyphen
but that is not
group.
the correct name. Basically, if you go to your PSQL admin, basically, what is the name? Correct name?
In PG admin, right?
Yeah, in PG admin, under which you execute that query, right?
Speech recognition underscore data underscore catalog 1 hyphen test.
So group is not there, right?
Ah.
Can you update that? Catalog -1 -test.
Okay, there.
Go
No?
to the config. Yeah.
Okay.
Because I created that configuration for group 1 for account 1. Catalog -1 -test. I think group is not there. I think.
Right. Catalog -1 -test.
Correct. Then what is the IP address? Can you find the IP address now? I showed you, right? In the SQL, you go to the cloud console and search SQL.
Okay.
So the IP you can find there.
Yeah.
Yeah. What is the IP? Public. What is?
34.
Yeah. This is the IP. Yes. This is the same. You have to write there. Correct. Now, what is your group name? Bucket name? Master bucket name? Group 2 -data test, right?
Group
Just
2.
change.
2 I'll make.
Correct. So all these three. After that, you see 3 clients: Azure, Google, and Xstep. Correct. You don't need to change anything because we will not use Azure Google today. We will just use Xstep transcription client. Okay. Then audio processor config line number 31.
Yeah.
Language identification feature is false. If you want, you can say true, although it will not be a good model right now, but this is language identification model, so you can say true.
So this
Okay.
feet underscore. Okay. True. I'll make
No,
it.
let it be false only. Okay, let's
Okay.
let's not change it.
Sir,
Yes.
the line number 20, is it make to group 2 or group 1?
Group
Line
2.
number 20.
Group 2. Oh, it should be group 2, but since we are not going to
Okay.
use it, but it doesn't matter.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, we are not using it. But yeah, it should be group 2 ideally, yes. And yeah, language Kannada is fine. Raw path is fine. This is fine. Yeah, this group 1, wherever there is group 1, you have to change to group 2, I think. The bucket, all the buckets basically in all the path, right?
So everything I'll change it, right?
Yeah, group 2, correct. Just change. Yes, correct. Now, what else? Can you go a little bit down? Duplicate what this is fine. This is fine. This correct. Audio analysis config is fine. I think this looks good.
Okay.
Now, what you can do is you can upload this file to a path basically, which I will tell you where you want to copy. So, just give me a moment. I will tell you the path. Basically. You can go to the bucket basically on the Google Cloud bucket in the console. Yes. Open the bucket. You can also open multiple tabs if you search for easy. Yeah, just open it and just give me a moment. I think let me find out what is the correct path. It is there in the documentation as well. If you want, you can go there. In the documentation, it is written. So inside data audio to speech config folder, basically you have to create.
Okay.
So it should be written, I think, somewhere. No.
Steps to run is there.
Config.
Here is it path.
No, these are the path that we already. Okay,
Oh,
go
that
to the.
audio
I think
bucket.
it might not be there. Maybe just go down a little bit.
Steps to run.
Yeah, it is not there.
It is not there. Okay, go to the bucket. I'll tell you where you have to copy it. Yes. Go inside the data, and inside the data you have to yeah, audio to speech. Yes. Then here I think you have to create basically. No.
Back.
Correct.
Raw.
So in just audio to speech you have to create alongside raw. I mean it should be a sibling of raw.
So here I should upload that.
No, just create a folder.
Beautiful.
Create folder. Config. Yes. So the reason we are not keeping it basically in the code is we could have done automated it, right? But it includes sensitive information, some sensitive information. So we are uploading this file.
Okay, I should go inside this
Yes.
and
Yeah,
upload it.
now you can upload. Yes, you can upload this file.
Yeah, I think it's uploaded. Yeah,
It's
yeah.
uploaded, right? Now there is one more step we have to perform. So basically, from our local, we are using cloud proxy, right?
Yeah.
We are not directly connecting to a database. But the problem is on the pipeline, right now we don't have that capability. I mean, we are in the process of streamlining this, but the problem here is it doesn't allow access to database directly, right? That is why we are using cloud proxy.
Okay.
Now, if you want to run the pipeline, we have to whitelist the IP of the workers which are involved in the pipeline. So what you have to do, it is slightly manual as of now. We are looking to improve this. You have to go to the VM instances, open the cloud compute instances. Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So here you can see these top three VMs running, right?
Yeah. Huh.
So these VMs are nothing. These are the part of the composer only. Okay, so composer is actually internally using it, which are it is not created by us, right? We didn't create it explicitly, right? But when we created the composer, it started these three nodes, right? As I said, it is using three nodes. Initially, I show the configuration. Correct. So what you get to do, copy the external IP of all these three. Hello.
I think she lost the screen.
Okay, can anyone
give
else share, please?
Give
If
1 minute.
somebody is any access on this account two, please share the screen, because now it is already there, so anybody can share the screen. Hello, hello. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can.
Okay. So who is sharing the screen now? From account 2, like group 6 to group 11, anyone, please share the screen. Hello, people are leaving. I don't know what is happening.
Sometimes that is a network problem too.
Okay. So anyone wants to share the screen, or should what?
Checkbandu? Yeah.
Yeah, Mahesh, you can share. I am facing some issue with my Ubuntu.
Okay, okay. Mahesh, Amrit.
Mine is group 1.
Samana.
Group 1.
Group 2, anyone? Like account 2, basically. Group 6
Okay.
to group 11.
No, this is account 1. Yes.
Anyone?
Who are there in the group 2?
GCP is not loading.
Sai Ganesh, you are from group 2, is it?
Yes, sir. But this GCP is not loading. I'm trying to make it work, but I don't know what's the issue.
Okay. So who else is there from group
Is it
2?
network issue?
Maybe
People are...
if
No,
system
not
recover.
network issue. It's the VM instance is not at all loading. It's just
Okay.
Okay. Give us 5 minutes, Rajat. I think
No
she'll
issues.
restart the system. There
No
was
issues.
some issue with the power or something. She'll restart.
Okay.
So we can continue.
So are everybody, are we following it? I mean, is it, in my opinion, is it easy, or is it hard to set up this? I mean, these are just the configurations we are doing, right? And we are setting up very sophisticated infrastructure. Just
Sir,
by
this setting up is one time, right?
Yeah, it is one time.
Yeah.
And it is all, you can see, it's configuration based. I mean, it is,
Yes.
there is not much technical expertise required to even deploy, or so that way I think.
Yes. So what you have done is like you have written all the wrappers at one place for the
Yes,
storage purpose. It is being pushed to GCP. From GCP to maintain, I mean to automate, you have used the help of Airflow
correct.
via Kubernetes, and from Kubernetes you are pulling the uh,
Image.
image, and then from that image we could track the database basically, right?
We
I
can
mean,
track the database, we can do a lot of computation. Basically,
yes,
that image has all the code. Image basically is nothing but all the code of our pipeline is burned inside the image, basically. So
yes, yes.
this is
So,
kind of a, yeah,
okay. So
abstract.
once, image is created, from that image, some audio analytics is being carried out, right? Image is having that package.
Yeah, image is having all the code that is
Yes.
required to run, basically.
Yeah.
And one image is can be deployed on multiple containers inside the Kubernetes, right?
Yes,
So
yes,
that's
yes.
how we are doing the parallelism,
Okay.
scaling, basically.
Okay. Okay.
Sir, what exactly the Circle CI is doing here?
Yeah, Circle CI is basically is a tool to do automatic deployments, continuous deployments to infrastructure. So it can be used for anything. So here what we are doing, it is doing multiple things. First, it is running the code locally, like testing the code locally, the unit tests, like it is running some test cases that we have written just for the quality purpose, whether the code we have written is right or not, or so that way we are running them locally, and then it is building the image automatically of the code, and that image is going to deployed to the repository on the GCP. Okay, that is the one thing. Then it is also updating the database, like changing the database, and it is also deploying the Airflow workflows, DAGs, basically.
Rajat, I was
Yes,
just
sir.
looking at that list of, say, audio to speech pipeline, that config.yml file, right?
Correct.
Huh. No, no, not that config. That YouTube, whatever the links that we have given, YouTube, what do you call that as? The data acquisition pipeline.
Okay.
So you must have specified this YouTube links, many of
Yes.
those HTTPS thing. Looks like whatever that is there in the GitHub, that particular file, looks like you people are intending to download the content from the Kannada speaking YouTube content, if I'm correct, like that is there in the GitHub. But I
Yes.
just opened couple of those YouTube content, uh, but there are no Kannada speaking content. I mean, many are English and other things.
Ah.
So on top, like you are checking language identification in each of those files, and whichever has Kannada content, you just take in and store it in the repository, if I'm correct.
Correct, sir. So basically, when we provide the links, right, we normally give the links which are actually the same language. Like when we provide the links of multiple language of multiple channels, so we provide the links of only one language. Now, since it is just an example that you are seeing on the repository, it might be having multiple languages links as well, which we don't normally do. Language identification we use only when we crawl the internet, and we don't provide any basically we don't provide the links. So there are two modes.
Oh, okay,
We don't
okay.
provide links, we just provide the language name Kannada, that's it. And then
Mm-hmm.
crawler automatically searches as well. So
Mm-hmm.
for downloading there are two parts, right? One is search and then download, correct?
Right, right.
So search part, sometimes we also don't want to search, we just want our system to search for us. That is the intelligence of the system, basically.
Okay.
And based on the keywords and all, it goes to the internet, crawls the multiple sources like YouTube and all, it searches. Then language identification becomes important, right? Because it might download the data which is not exactly English. Let's say I've asked it to download English, but it might also download Hindi, right? I don't know. It's things are not perfect. That's why we use a language identification model.
Okay.
Here, what example that you are seeing is just it's not correct. I mean, it may be having multiple links, but when we give the links, then we don't rely much on language identification because we are giving the links, right? We know what we are giving there.
Right. And suppose this one, Rajat, say suppose tomorrow I want to develop ASR for say South Asian languages,
Right.
say Malaya, Indonesian. So if that is the case, just by changing it as Malay or Indonesian, the script will be able to take care.
Yes,
in that
yes,
case?
it will.
Okay.
So just one thing, I think. So we today just we open sourced some fine-tuned models. So I just shared a link here. And these models are in multiple languages. If you open it, it is in Hindi, English, Kannada, Tamil, Bengali, Nepali, Telugu, Gujarati. So today only we published these models in public. You can open it basically. I can share my screen if you want.
Which means that we will be able to use these models to as a starting point and to another to build the system in another language, which the process we will be learning in this ASR school, right? Thank you.
Yes, absolutely. So you can see here
other pre-trained models.
So we launched one pre-trained model earlier, right? CELS RIL 23. It is a representation of 23 languages, and it is trained on 1,000 hours of data. We also open source other pre-trained model like 4,200 Hindi only data and 1,400 Kannada only. Then we created multiple models recently. Today only we launched these models, and these are on the latest version of the Wave 2 Vec2 V2 Hydra. And you can see these models are all these models. The WER is better than Google in all of them.
Rajat, if we see that like say Hindi has 4,200 hours, Indian English 700 hours and all that. So have you people combined all the data and built one pre-trained model? Or?
Yes, sir. Yes. So if you see the CLS RIL in the pre-trained model, it is having representation of 23 languages. It is a model it downloaded. If you go to this link, basically the paper.
Okay. There is one AI for Bharat corpus.
Yeah. So here, this paper basically you will be able to see all the things, details. I can share that with you.
Yeah. Now she's ready. I think. Yeah.
Sir, like you mentioned that these models are better than Google ASR, right? I mean, is it with respect to cloud service or open ASR?
With respect to cloud service means, so yes, basically what we do, I mean, we may be wrong. I mean, I'm just saying because whatever we have done is based on a particular test set and on the API, Google API output. Okay. So we benchmark their Google API. So I mean, what I'm saying is, I don't want to say we are better than Google in a very strong sense. The reason is we have done it on a particular data set, right? Test set, which might have maybe our model have worked better on that. But what I mean to say is it's performing very well. It is it is giving us very good.
It is comparable or at times better.
At
times like it may be less. Yeah.
Because if you see at least in the Indic languages, I can say that things are better. Like our
Yes, sir.
models are.
When compared to, I mean, when compared with respect to Indic language, Xstep is giving better. My question is like, there are in Google Earth also there are two things, right? One is open API and one is with respect to the cloud service. There, I'm asking
Which
you have best.
I am not cloud service. You mean the API?
The paid, yeah, the paid one, the paid one.
So that it is better than that. I mean, we use that one only. Yes.
Yeah. Yes.
Not the open one.
Yes.
So Rajat, how much you people pay, say for Google this thing, ASR service, say 100 hours?
So yeah, for test set creation, basically it is Around $1 per hour. Basically, that is the cost.
Okay. So it's like, say, if 1,000 hours I want a transcript from Google, this thing, so I should spend around $1,000.
Yeah. So actually, there is little caveat here. They charge on the basis of request, number of requests. So there is a 15-second threshold. So if something is less than 15 seconds as well, na, they also charge it 50 for 15 seconds. Let's say I send a request for 1 second audio. They will charge me for 15 seconds. That is the problem they have. For Azure, it is for based on the duration only. Azure also we tried, and it's better than Azure as well. So Azure is quite cheaper, like in terms of, because their pricing model is not good. Google basically they charge even for very small utterance, like 1 or 2 second or 2 second. They charge 15 seconds. That's their minimal automata or atomic unit, you can say. They have, like, that's the smallest unit of pricing they have basically.
Okay. Generally speaking, which gives a better accuracy, Google or
Google
gives a
slightly
better,
yes.
And we have tried, our students tried, but we didn't go for that paid thing. So only limitation was that file was supposed to be around 15 seconds, I suppose, if I'm correct. So we had to chop the entire audio file to that 15 seconds. That gives a free service also. That gives a, I don't know if there is accuracy difference between the paid one and the not paid one.
So we have not tried the free one. We've tried the paid one always. And for English, it is good. For Hindi, it is fine. But for other languages like Gujarati, Marathi and all, it is not very good. It is like, even it's in WR is in 30 range, 30s range.
Oh, okay. So typically, say Indian English and Hindi, it's around 10% more than the other languages. Say 80% somewhere.
Yeah. So in basically Hindi and English, they are in the 20s range normally.
Okay. Word error rate, 20%. Okay. Other things are 30, 10%.
Yeah, 30. Typically, yes. But so, I mean, it's not always WER. That's what we feel basically. So each language WER is different basically for each language. Like you cannot compare WER language to language. So WER in 15 in Hindi and WER of 15 in English may mean different things. Right? It is very...
Unfortunately, we scientific community hinge on that word error rate so much.
I mean, there is only metrics we have. What I mean to say is, if you want to use the metrics, use within the same language. Across the language, the meaning, or you can say the importance of the WER becomes slightly less, because it might mean different thing.
No, that study itself is an excellent study, right? One of us can take it up, like how word error rate impacts the understanding of a language.
So we did a lot of error analysis basically. Like in Hindi, we got some error, right? Then we did further, and there were some errors because words were not words were coming together, some words. So it becomes word error rate. Like one is word error rate, one is character error rate, right? So our character error rate is very low, very low.
Okay.
So that means words, there were some problems. So we also apply language model on top of our model, right? So all these tweaks we had to do in the past, and we have improved like 30 to 40%. Like relatively, I mean, I'm not saying 30 to 40% overall. Like if it was 20%, the 20 WER, then we got a benefit of 5 or 6 WER by doing that. That's what I mean.
Say, for example, in Chinese Mandarin, they rely on character error recognition rather than the word error.
Because in my opinion, my understanding is, if a language is having very long words, right, everything is connected, then word error rate will be high, even if there is slight split in the word or something, right? So let's say, let's take the example of English. It is having very disjoint words, right? Very cleanly separated words.
Right.
But if you see some other language, maybe like Tamil, okay?
Correct.
I don't know much about Tamil, but it is slightly connected, right?
Could be.
More connected.
Correct.
So if it is more connected words, then word error rate will be higher, because character rate will maybe lower. Because even a slightest, even a slightest split in the word, right, can cause word error. So it is, it becomes very difficult to difference will make a complete change of the word, right?
Word itself. Yeah. Correct.
Okay, cool. Can we resume that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So at least others like come to the level like whatever say Rajat is demonstrating in other missions. I know like people might be lagging in, but at least within a day or two we can come to that level. So the idea is to take this knowledge and
Yes. Please copy these external IP addresses. And I think the session is recorded, right? So if it is
This is
recorded, I
recorded.
think
I can see
everyone
this.
can basically set this up on their own Google account rather than the IITDH account.
Yeah.
So which IP?
All these external IPs, top 3 external IPs.
Okay.
So because as I said, we don't have the good setup of Cloud SQL proxy on the in the pipeline, which we are right now working on. We got involved in some other things, but yeah, I mean, we'll remove this hassle as well quite soon.
So where we need
just
to...
copy these 3 in some text pad.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now you can open the Cloud SQL on the console basically. On the console, on the browser, Cloud SQL console. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, just open that and go to the connections. Yeah, networking. You can add a network. Add network.
Where exactly?
No, there is add network.
Okay, here.
Yes. Add network. Just write worker one, and the IP address that one of the IP address that you copied. So we will also we'll remove this step as well. It would be seamless.
Done, no?
Done. Yes. Add one more.
Yeah.
Add network 3. You have to add worker 1, worker 2, worker 3. So you understand why we are doing it, right?
Yes.
Because we are not using Cloud SQL proxy, it requires your IP address to be whitelisted here. We are whitelisting the IP addresses.
Okay.
So these worker where the job will run, right? All these nodes, all these VMs, basically, that's where the job will run. So that's where we require these VM addresses to be whitelisted in our database. That is the reason. Correct. Now save it. Yes. I think we are done. So now let's go to the Airflow. Yeah. Now in the admin, click on the admin. Yeah. Variables. Correct. So if you search source, search SNR. Correct. So this is the source, right? Kannada new. We are saying we need to. If you go to the click on the edit button on the left side, yes. So on your bucket, you can see the sources that are available right now, right? you go to the bucket and see what kind of sources are there.
Here, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, audio. Correct. So you can see many are there. So if you download this Bash Buddies storage Sridhar, right? Just copy this. Let's process this. Just copy and click. Copy this. Yeah, first copy this, and then
Okay.
yeah, it is tricky to copy. I know. Yeah, so many files are there, right? This is good source.
Okay.
Yeah, just copy here only.
Yeah,
Just select.
like
No. Just go to the right. Go to the point where the forward slash is. Forward slash. Just go to the point where the forward slash is. Take your cursor there. Now select yes. Copy.
Copy where?
Just copy and go to the airflow.
Here.
Yes. Now paste it instead of Kannada new. Yeah. Remove the forward slash.
Save.
Right. No. Say change the count to 5 or maybe yeah, just change the count to 5.
Yeah.
Correct. Now it is good. So I think it is MP4 only, right? So should work. Yeah, just save it. Correct. Now yeah, just remove this SNR filter.
Bucket is group 1, yeah? Or we need to change that bucket also, right?
Yeah, change the bucket to group 2.
Yeah, inside variable.
Oh, okay.
There is a variable bucket.
Bucket.
And project also, I think you need to change. Yeah, change it to group 2. Correct. Save it. Project, search project as well.
This 319173, no?
Yeah, I think.
Right.
No, 319713. I think just let me check. 319713. Yeah. Yeah. Audio file. Just search on audio file list. Audio. Just type audio. Yeah, audio file list. Yeah. So instead of Kannada new, copy the name that you. That is correct. Remove this forward slash.
Yeah.
Cool. I think, yeah, just remove the audio in the search. Correct. Now I think we are good. Environment should be test, I think.
Which one?
No, environment I was thinking. Yeah, just go to the DAGs on the top left, basically. Just, yeah, DAGs.
Audio processing environment is same, na? So, audio processing deck the same है ना मैं test report में.
No, I think this configuration is not correct. That is why it is showing error. So can you open again?
Can you open the variable again?
Admin variables.
Right.
So what was that?
Space.
Best is, yeah, there is
the space.
Audio file list, basically there is a space.
Okay,
Space.
fine.
Just open this again.
The name and the parentheses.
Here, huh?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, now it is fine. Now you can trigger this, basically. Just click on the third one, third DAG on the top. No. Dash buddy storage Sridhar, you can see, right? The third DAG. Yeah. No, just click on the, no, just click on the name itself.
Okay.
Yeah. So first time it actually triggers automatically. So if you go to the graph view, no, just near to the tree view, graph view, basically. It's there. First.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah.
Right. Now you can trigger it again. So first time you create, it actually initiates itself and shows, but it is not running. I mean, it didn't run this time.
Oh,
Trigger
no,
tag.
in PG admin, right?
No, trigger tag. There is a
trigger
button
tag.
over. No. On
Okay,
the same
one
window.
minute.
Trigger tag on the third last option. Basically. No. Basically, on the same line where the graph view is, if you go on the right side, is it trigger tag? Third last.
Oh, trigger DAG. Okay.
Yes. Just trigger this. Triggering means we are running it basically now. Let's hope it works fine. You can refresh the screen.
I think it is done, I think.
No. You can, did you trigger it?
Yeah, I triggered it.
Okay. Trigger part is not triggered
So,
yet.
shall I do it again?
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
I mean, it should not be a problem.
Yeah, now
it is triggered.
Now.
So what it will do, it fetch the audio file from the bucket and chunking down that file and find the SNR for every chunk and update them. After completing this job, we can see that in database. Updating.
So let's wait for it to finish. And then the database in PG admin that was empty earlier, right? Now you should see the data there, and as well as on the buckets. Basically, you will see the chunks which are clean, like separated, clean and rejected, basically separated out.
refresh the page?
Yeah, please refresh the page.
Yes.
I think, and go to the graph view. I think you will see, yeah, it is running. Yeah, it is running, right? So 5 jobs are running. We were able to run 100 files parallelly as well. And if you make your info more stronger, you can run 200 files parallelly as well. So whatever you could achieve in 1 month, you can achieve in 1 day or 2 day, basically.
Oh.
So this is, I'm just demonstrating it. I'm not doing a lot of heavy computation, just 5 files only, just to demonstrate that it can be parallelized. And it is all configuration based, right? Nothing sophisticated we have done so far, right? Just only configurations. You can refresh on the right side. There is a button to refresh on the just on the same panel, on the same rectangle, right? Where
Yeah.
yeah, you can keep on you can check. I think if it works, then things will be very smooth from here onwards. Yeah, one is completed, right? You can see that, right? Hello.
Where you got
one is dark green now. One is completed. One of them.
Oh, this one, right?
Yes, it is completed.
Yeah.
So you can see the data on the bucket now, but you will not see on the database as of now because it will wait for all of them to complete. So last stage is data
Last
catalog.
2 are completed, I think. These 2 are completed now.
Yeah. If you see the data catalog stage, which is after these, right? There's a stage after this, these 5 data catalog. No. On the DAG, first job is the get file path, right?
Here or?
No, there only. So there only, if you open that again.
Okay, now how to go back to that one?
Yes.
If I press back, it will
go. Just click, press on the third one.
Browse.
No.
No, DAG.
Oh, okay. 1 minute. Yeah, got it.
Yeah. So here, like 5 of them are running, right? But there is one more job after 5 of them, which are connected to one other node, right? Data catalog that you can see. Can you see that?
Yeah, this one.
Yes. So that data catalog job actually populates, publishes the data to database.
Okay.
So it will wait until all of them are completed, then it will publish that to database. So let's,
I think it's done, huh?
Now it
this
is
running. Yeah.
Correct. You can see, visualize easily like what is running and what is not.
I think it's done.
It's done.
Yeah. Now you can go to your PG admin. The query console, basically. Have you closed it? So I gave you one query, right?
Yes.
Sending it again over the chat.
Yeah.
You can see that all the data, right? The only problem here is the language is coming as Bodo.
Yeah.
Correct? The problem here is it was the issue at the time of data acquisition.
Okay.
So when we ran this job, there is a flag that we forgot to change. So that is why it is coming as Podo. What we can do, you can write one command that I am sending you just to correct this problem. Just give me a moment. Yeah, just run this command on the database. It will change all the language for all.
Here, right?
Yes. Yeah, just select all this line, second line, and run it. Correct. Right. So now write one more query. Select start from media underscore speaker underscore mapping. Correct. Correct. So how many rows you get? 454 rows. Right? It was showing actually, now it has gone. So you can see like speaker ID is null because we don't know the speaker as yet. Utterance name it is giving you, which is arbitrary name, and it is giving you the duration of each small file.
This utterance is the chunked utterance.
That's the chunk, correct. That is broken by VAD, voice activity detector. Then we have the load time when it was loaded in the database. You can ignore the experiment ID. Audio ID we have. So as I said, audio ID we are generating. So I'll tell you what is that. SNR value you are seeing, right? It is 100, 42, 61, correct?
So this you told something, no? So above some threshold, your
yeah. So if it is below a certain threshold, it will be marked as rejected. So if you scroll down a little bit, scroll down,
is it?
Yes. So you will see some of them will be rejected if you go a little bit down.
Yes.
No, go down a little bit more. Most of them are clean only. That means the data is good. Just go a little bit up. This is.
Yes.
So here you can say
HNR is -1.
yes. This is rejected. That is the reason also we keep in the database why it was rejected, right? And if you go a little bit left, right side, scroll right, go to the right.
What is this reason? High SNR.
Yes. So this is high SNR. Like actually, it is low SNR.
Yeah.
This is low sound to noise ratio. So initially we added it as a high SNR. That is, we have to change it basically. It is actually low SNR, like fundamentally. -20, right? This, if you open this file now, you will see a lot of noise in this. We can also pinpoint and download this file if you want.
Okay.
If you want, you can do it. But go to the right side. No, go to the right side.
Oh, right side.
Correct. Now everything is null, right? No, we don't know the gender. We don't know anything else apart from this information. So we have to enrich all this information, right? So what we do the data analysis after this, right? So if you want to see the data, then check the audio.
I think there is some network lag.
Hello.
Yeah, there is some network lag with Rajat. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So that is just a metadata, right? So if you want to see that actual data, you can go to the bucket.
Okay.
If you go to a raw, audio to speech raw, okay, download.
Yeah, download. Catalog.
Yeah.
Canada. Audio, and then the source name, this. Then these 5 are the audio IDs.
Okay.
You remember
it be
we
under
had videos?
Here I think, huh? Repeating rejected.
That is
Yes,
rejected one.
since I have rejected that.
Okay.
To
You can
to play
download
them, like, yeah, click on the download icon on the right side, second last icon on the right side. Yeah, in this row. Yeah, this. Yes, yes, yes. Click on it. It will play this in the new tab. Yeah, okay, you can save it maybe. Just look at the map. Just local and play.
This looks good only.
But the SNR value is low, no? So it got rejected
So
because we have
there
a
any
certain
background
threshold of
noise.
SNR.
so SNR means there is there any sound that you're hearing in this?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
human voice?
Yeah, human voice is there. Yeah. Two speakers are there, huh?
Okay. So yeah, I mean
That
this
maybe
utility.
system audio is not shared.
Okay.
You can try some more. Actually, it's not 100% perfect, but what system
No,
feels.
the other speaker, like little bit, his voice was modified, maybe. Like how you are telling a story. So maybe that was the reason.
Yeah, yeah. So there is something definitely not right in terms of the song to noise, signal to noise ratio.
Okay.
That's why the utility has rejected it. I mean, has given the lower number.
Okay.
You can see the. I mean, you can try it out later on. So
Okay.
basically, that is. So now we can move ahead and do the configuration for analysis, audio analysis, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So now go to the airflow.
Okay.
Yeah. So variables. You can copy this name basically. Best Buddy Stories Sridhar. Just copy this name. Correct. Now go to variables.
Yeah.
Yeah. In the variables, you have audio analysis config, fifth config, sixth config, sorry, sixth.
Yes.
Yeah. Just open it and paste the name here. Copy.
Is
No,
it okay?
no.
No,
Remove all
no.
these things.
Okay,
Get
okay.
scheduled.
Yeah, you can simply
Okay.
delete this line. Yes, schedule.
Yeah. Delete this line and we have to rename the quotes basically. Just take the quotes. Quotes basically.
It
Quotes. You have to
codes
remove the
after,
quotes
Yes,
in
yes.
the second line.
and
Correct.
also take this.
Language should be Kannada.
Kannada.
Correct. Kannada. Correct. Now you can copy the best buddy story set of Sridhar again because you will need it again. Copy this. Yeah. Save it.
This formatting is okay,
Oh,
no?
no, just
Take
take this
those
code.
columns
Take
to the
this.
first line.
No, it's okay.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah,
Save it. Correct. Now type
click
analysis.
on that.
Yeah. So this analysis config list. I think there is one more variable that you need to add. Embedding.
No,
Search embedding. Search embedding.
Here,
no.
huh?
You need to
Okay,
No,
search
okay.
no.
embedding similar to an
Oh, sir.
analysis.
Okay, okay.
Correct.
Yes.
Just paste the name here. one of them, replace one of them. Correct.
Okay.
Save it, yes. Now you can run it. You can go to DEGs. Correct. Now you can see the fourth one.
Embedded.
Embeddings, yes. So you can run it. You can go inside it. Correct. Now,
run it. You want
yes.
graph view.
Graph view.
And
You
then
can run
trigger
it.
that.
Triggered it, yes. So it will first generate the embedding batches, small batches. It will create the embeddings, right, that we discussed in the theory session, and then it will perform the clustering in the last.
Okay.
It will take some time because it is creating embedding. It is a very compute intensive.
Okay. Okay.
So shoot, man.
So, Jagbandhu sir, how many people actually were there yesterday? I mean, because today we see only 33 people. Is it?
Yeah, so yesterday I think approx 60 people was there.
So, okay.
Yes, so the embeddings are being created. They are done. So the final data analysis, the audio analysis is in progress. Refresh it. It won't take that much time. Please refresh it. Yes.
Yeah,
So it's done. Right. Now these things reflected in the DB. Maybe you can switch to DB.
Sorry, please come again.
Please open PG admin.
Okay. Okay.
Database, right? Okay. And like rerun this command, basically this query, the third line, right? Yeah, just rerun it.
Yeah.
Some mention. Now move towards left, right side. Yeah? Please slide it to right. So, right. Just stop here. So now you are able to see this speaker gender. So that audio analysis is performed over these audio utterances, and the gender of a speaker is classified basically. Whether
So
it's
some
male or
of them you
female.
can see are basically rejected, right?
Yeah, the rejected ones.
Because of high audio
High
duration.
audio duration.
Because it is beyond 15 seconds, right? We don't use more than 15 seconds. And if you go to the left,
that chunking is done automatically.
yes, these are the chunks only.
Okay, no, then probably it has not chunked that file, maybe.
Properly, yes, it is not chunked properly. It was still not able to break it. So if you go to the left side, correct, or
And
just
that happens.
more left side, yes. So now you can see speaker ID, right? Earlier it was null. It's the first column.
First column.
Yeah.
Earlier it was null.
It was null,
Now,
right? Now it has assigned
the
the speakers.
are null.
Correct. So if you want to, like, these are just IDs and arbitrary names. If you want to see, it is there in the speaker table. If you do select star from speaker, one more query. No, select star from speaker.
Oh, okay. This one?
No, just write one more query.
Oh, write one more. Okay.
Select star from speaker. Speaker, yeah. Just run it. Select and run. Correct. So now you can see there are some speaker names assigned to it. A speaker name, arbitrary speaker name, speaker 1, 0, 2, 3, and here's some IDs, right? So basically, here we are not concerned about the name, exact name, right? So that's why it is we are giving arbitrary name to
so
each.
this is a random, is it? It's in
it's created.
It is just in.
Suppose the same speaker has spoken multiple files. Will it be like same ID assigned to multiple files? In that
same ID, because within a source. Within a source, which means like the source name here was something like best stories, right? Within this whole source, if the one speaker is in multiple files, right, it would be only one. Like so, yeah.
What if like there are two speakers in a single file? How the IDs are assigned in that case?
Yeah. So that is so basically we whatever file we break, right? It is 1 to 15 second only, correct? We vaguely assume that in one file there will be one speaker.
Correct.
So who is the dominant speaker will have the assignment.
Will be the ID. Yeah. Yes. And gender also we can check, right? Here.
Gender also, yes.
Same.
Can you query the third query
and check the gender?
Yeah, just query the third. Do the third query. Run the third query. Yes. Yeah, on the right side we show that there is a gender, right? Speaker gender.
Yeah.
So gender and speaker name are different. So we are not assigning the gender to the speaker. We are assigning the gender to the utterance, to the file. So there is a difference, right?
Okay.
Yeah, we are not identifying the utterance of a speaker. We are identifying the utterance, the gender of the person who is there in the file. Basically, the gender of the file. Basically, who is like who is speaking in the file. We are not concerned about the name of the speaker, right? Or identifying the gender of the speaker, right? So that is why we are not assigning gender in other table, speaker table.
Okay. And also, you people are estimating the age of the speaker. That is also there, right? Yeah.
No, that is not there so far. That is not there.
Okay. Yeah.
That we can definitely. Yeah, it's a good. We can enrich this. Yeah. So now I think audio analysis is done. Now we have to do the data balancing, right?
Yeah.
So if you go to the Airflow again, yeah, variables, admin variables, correct. So just copy this best buddy story Sridhar key again, fourth one basically. Any copy? No.
Here.
Just copy from. It's already visible, right? Best buddy story Sridhar on the fourth configuration.
Okay. Yeah.
Just copy this part only. Correct. Now there is a data filter config. Just
Search
search
for
that.
data.
Okay. Data filter.
They are separated by underscore.
Yeah, this
Yeah,
one
just
again.
this is.
Right.
So on the test source one, yeah. Language you can keep as Kannada. And the next line you can remove, file mode line. This whole line you can remove. Data set also you can remove. File path you can remove. So SNR you can keep. By duration you can remove, or you can keep that as well. If you want, you can keep by duration. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, now I think it is okay. And the other one you can remove the whole test source 2 basically. Everything, remove it. I think some bracket you have removed. Okay, yeah, just removed.
Okay, here it's there.
Yes, don't remove the last
I think from here.
Correct. From here to the comma.
Correct. Yes.
Comma
Here
as well.
to comma.
Right.
Correct. That is it. So what it will do, it will filter the data with SNR 15 to 75 value, and it will try to filter the data with value 2, or like duration 2, basically 2 hours. So if it is not able to find the 2 hour, it will do whatever it is available. So you can run it
So
now.
this all comes under the intelligent data pipeline, right? In
Yes,
your
yes.
project. Okay.
Go to the DAGs. So now run this data marker pipeline, fifth one.
This one.
Yes.
How?
Just click on it.
You clicked already. Have triggered multiple times.
Okay. We have to click
the same way. The
okay.
other
Okay. Got it.
And trigger, right. Finish.
So you can run this filtering for multiple sources in parallel. So let's say there are 10 sources, you can run just in one go. Basically, you can run 10 sources. You can filter 10 sources.
This to Hindi, I think, right?
That will change. That
Kannada?
will change. That will change. Just wait. You just change now. It will reflect.
Hard refresh the page.
You have to refresh the whole page now. That is the problem with the airflow. Oh, that failed actually. Now, can you click on this red one?
Red one.
Rajat, actually, this will fail because that file mode is removed. Yeah. We need to
File mode.
specify that variable.
File mode is mandatory. Okay.
Yes. File mode is mandatory.
Okay. So
Right.
Can you go again on the configuration?
File mode is mandatory.
Yeah, data filter config. No, space is not there, no? Yeah. So you can write file underscore mode, right? And
where here, no? After this.
Yes.
File mode is not mandatory. The dataset type is
The
mandatory.
data type is mandatory, right?
Yes, file mode is not mandatory.
Dataset type is mandatory.
Yes.
Yeah.
What is mandatory? Dataset type.
Right.
Data underscore set.
Okay, so data
underscore set.
Data underscore set. So what we are saying is data underscore set colon train in quotes train.
Yeah.
So here what we are doing is we are splitting our data into test or train, right? Hello.
Okay.
Hello. So what we are saying basically, whatever data we are fetching or we are creating, it will be used for
train
training.
set and test set you're creating.
Okay, so it will be segregated. Otherwise, test and train can there would be leakage of test into train data set, right? So
How
we
much
don't want
data
that.
is
That's why
going
we're
into-
keeping it as separate.
How much data will be going to train
Into
set?
what?
Save?
Yeah. We have said duration 2. Duration 2, right? 2 duration, 2 hours.
Huh. Okay.
So 2 hours will go.
So
If 2 hours is not available, then it will fetch everything, whatever is there.
Okay.
So we are saying maximum 2 hours. If the data set is having lower
Shall I say?
duration, like only 1 hour, only 1 hour will be copied. Yeah.
Okay.
Just run it again.
Oh no, a data marker pipeline, right?
Right.
Yes, data.
This one, right?
Right.
Correct. Just run it. So I think
It's done.
Yes, it's done.
Right now, just to show you, sizing should be in the lending folder. So go to the buckets.
Hello?
GCP bucket in the browser. In second tab. Yeah.
Your
Just open it.
bucket, no?
Open the bucket.
Okay.
Just click on the audio to speech. Click on audio to speech. No. Click on
Audio to speech before raw. Right.
Yes, this one.
Then
Right.
raw.
Go inside raw.
Landing.
Yeah. Go to the landing.
Then go to the Kannada. Yes. Then train,
So
because
you have got data in train data set, right? Now you have got train data set.
Yeah.
5 audio IDs, and inside, if you want to go inside, you can go inside as well. Go inside. Yes. You have teen data set, right? So this is how.
So this data is filtered.
So, now we don't have any text data, right?
Yeah. By text, you mean the
transcripts.
Yeah.
Transcripts,
This is
right?
unlabeled.
Yeah, transcript.
This is as of now unlabeled. We need to actually make it labeled.
Okay.
So now, if you want to do the transcription, you can go to the job again, like Airflow. There is again a configuration. Variables. So you can say source info. Source info, you can search.
Search source. Source.
Sorry, come again.
Source
Search
info.
for source.
Source. Okay.
Yes, source.
Right. Now,
Third one.
This one.
Third one.
Source info.
Source info. Right.
So now you can copy the name of the source here.
Where this here that best stories.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think it is all should be already copied. Just do control V.
Let me see. Yeah.
It's already there, right? And language Kannada. And the data set is train, right? And STT, you have to write one more key called comma. Then in quotes, you have to provide STT. So STT, we are saying
S.
which we want to use. STT.
Uh,
STT, and in column
Choose the course.
quotes. Yeah,
Take step.
you can write X step inside it without any space.
Yes.
Remove
There
the
is a space between
space.
P and the quotes. Right.
Right. So it can be Google and it can be Azure as well, right?
Okay.
So we are using X step, our own API. We also have the API as the Google is having. So we are using our own API. So you can save it now.
Okay.
Right. Now I think there is one more. No, in the variable also. Again, you have to go to the variable. Yeah, one more setting is pending. So it is fifth one. Audio IDs for STT. Fifth one.
This one.
Yes, right, right. Just paste the name. Save it.
That's it.
Change some issue in the Airflow variable. Please open the variable again.
Okay.
That source info variable.
Source info, no?
Right, right. Open the variable source info.
Your voice is a little bit feeble. Can you?
Yeah, please delete the comma
Remove
in
the
the last.
comma in the last.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah. Save it.
Okay.
Next. The next. Right, right, right. Then there, yes,
This one.
yes,
Yeah, this one,
yes.
STT.
Source name, then SPT, except graph view, and then
You
trigger.
can,
Shall I trigger?
yes.
Yeah. It's done, I think.
It will scale out.
Please,
No, it's like you refresh it.
it's not done.
It's only done when that thing which is in light green is
Okay, okay.
converts to dark green. Yes.
At that time, it was done in like after searching the audio ID. Like the first step is to fetch the audio ID. So the fetching of audio ID is done. Now the processing of those audio IDs through SPT APIs is in progress.
So will it check the validity of the transcription, like if there is any mismatch?
Yeah, yeah. We just have basic sanity check.
Okay, okay.
It is empty or some kind of
Uh,
spaces that is sanity check.
And there should not be any foreign language character.
uh-huh.
Yes, so for one audio ID, the SPT processing is done.
All of it would be done. I don't see anything in the background going on. Yes. So this is the model API we have hosted in Kubernetes as well. Like that actually works in the background. Yeah, it's done.
Yeah, it's done.
So now you can go to the bucket
Hmm.
again
Yes,
and go click on the audio to speech. Yes, here.
it's right.
Then go to the integration folder.
Right.
Correct. Processed Kannada. So it is X step, and you can see this is the source name. And if you go inside the train data set, right? So you can see all the data set inside it.
Oh, text file is there.
Yes, to for the corresponding audio
So
file,
you
now
can
we have
download
text file.
any pair basically. Just download any pair of wave and text file.
Oh, okay.
So I think we have covered the whole journey of dataset creation basically till the transcription. So that is what we do basically to generate the datasets. You can download this data, one wave file and one text file for the same name with the same name. And by the way, this is coming from our model, our own Kannada model. This is not Google. This is not Azure.
That's our own.
This is one of the models which we open source today.
Yes.
You need to download this text
You
file
have to
and
download
open
it.
it.
It is Unicode, so it won't be there in the browser. Yeah.
Just make sure download your
Right click. Right click.
Right click and save. Yeah.
Save.
No.
Or I
Yes.
should
Right.
just copy.
He has to right click on the download button.
No. After that, it will open here because it's less than 2 KB content. So just right click and save that page.
Okay.
Some abc.txt. Yeah.
Yeah, this one and
Open the bucket so that we can.
Yeah, this one I think.
Yeah.
10219, right? Let's check again. 10219. You can read Kannada?
Yeah. Yeah, it's correct.
Correct.
That is good.
Yeah.
So you have generated the data set. Congratulations.
Congratulations to the team.
And yeah, I don't know why people have dropped. I mean,
Shruti, why are you commenting on me?
Sir, you could hear that audio?
No. You have to share your voice.
Think you have shared.
Basically, when you share your screen, then you have to share your sound as well.
Oh, is it?
So there is
Okay.
yeah.
So let me see, how do I do that? So now I have to stop presenting and again do that?
Yeah. Or
I can.
Yes. Stop presenting and share again. Let's see. You'll get an option, I think.
Yeah.
You'll get an option to share your voice sound as well, I think. So what is the reason like people have dropped off? Like around 30 people, as we are seeing, right? Less people today.
Well, frankly, from my perspective, for many of them, many new ideas. There are signal processing background people, so I'm just getting at least I want to get a feel of it, so I just start through.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, whatever we have done today is only configurations, right? If you have seen.
True,
So
and therefore, even if one person knows it and he can configure it at one friend's place or for one time, it should be all right. Hopefully, more people will join tomorrow.
Okay. Cool.
I couldn't see that option actually.
Okay, I think that's fine. I mean,
Ha
you can give the path and paste the path in the chat. People can download and see by themselves.
ha. Okay, I'll do that.
So yeah, that
Or
is one source we processed, right?
we
So
all
now,
can whatever you have, that is right. We all can trust on you. Whatever you hear, that is right.
so one more thing is left
No,
basically. So this data set we generated. So there is a unified language contribution API ULCA, if you have heard about it. So ULCA is unified. So that's a language unified.
Yeah, basically that's a platform where we are like open sourcing the datasets.
It's a government initiative, and it's a kind of a basically one pool that we are generating basically, and it's kind of a API where people who are generating these data sets, they can contribute, so that we as an India, the whole India basically can generate a huge corpus of the data sets. So we are also doing this, and we have contributed a lot in the past. And basically we expect that people who are generating and using our code, they also contribute it here. So I think Sergio, can you take one session on this? How do we contribute to ULCA, or is it you want to take it later on?
Yeah, so I've shared the link. Like this is how it looks like. The URL, you can have a look at the website where we actually contribute to. So I'll show you how you can actually generate the transcripts. So one thing, just give me one
So
second.
transcription generation is done, right? We have done
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
transcription.
So I'll show you how you can generate the artifacts. So
So shall I stop presenting?
no, you can do it at your end itself.
Okay. And Rajat, is this with language model?
The data set you're saying?
No, that what model you said it's your
Yeah,
own
it is.
model that.
It is with language model. That is correct.
Uh-huh.
So this API also we can showcase to you how this API works. You can provide multiple parameters, like do you want punctuation or not, or do you want the normalization of the numericals. So all these settings you can do when you do the request to this API. So I think Sojo as well you can showcase if you want. So that, oh yeah, we will cover this later on. There is a next week there is another session on this full session. So we will cover this on in more detail.
Yeah, it's good that Sarja is willing to talk about that. This topic, Ulka, was actually talked for a few seconds on the first day.
Okay.
Okay. So if you just want to generate it pretty quickly, so you can go to the Airflow variables. So what we are trying to achieve here is like we'll generate an artifact which would have all the WAV files as well as the text transcript which you just generated, and you want to open source it, and it should be in a particular appropriate format so that it gets ingested by the ULCA API. So here what you can look for is a ULCA
Search for ULCA.
config. You can search for ULCA data config. So that's underscore data config. ULCA underscore. You can just type ULCA, you'll get it. You just yeah, this one.
Yes.
So you can edit this, and here we have kept some test key value pairs. So here you can keep your own. So I'll share one of it, how it looks like in here. If I can test it in chat, yes. Did it go completely? I don't think so. In chat, it is half of it.
It's not complete, right?
Okay, so what you can do is like where it is written test source, you can actually keep the source you want to actually publish, which you just generated. Like you don't need to refer this as of now. You can just change it in the variable itself. So just get you generated for best buddies stories underscore Sridhar, right? So you can replace the source name with this. It was Sridhar, right? Or whatever what you just generated.
Yeah.
Just keep in mind like
I
the
think S is also small. So this language will be Kannada.
yeah, change it to Kannada with K as capital.
Capital with K capital.
Correct.
And source path, you need to actually go to the bucket and you have to just copy till the train. So I'll show you how to do it. Can you just go back one step back? Not this one, not this one. It would take you there. This one, just you have to go till the end again. Data, audio to speech, integration processed, integration. Next step, best buddies, and yes, click it. Till here, just go inside train and just copy the path. Yes, you can copy the path from here. No. At the end of the at the end of
that line.
No, not this one.
Right.
I think we are not able to see your full screen or something, or I am not able to see.
No. We all are not able to see the full screen.
So
Okay,
if you
just
go to the
You're not able to see the screen?
Full screen, the right
full
end
screen,
of your browser. The right end of your browser, we were not able to see. So there would be a copy button from where you can easily copy the path.
Okay.
So for this ULCA
Oh,
job,
I
you need.
think I've.
Yeah, you zoom.
Yes, you can
Now
see
it's
there
okay?
is double box after the train.
After train?
Yeah.
Yeah. This. Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
Fine.
And now you can paste it to the airflow variable. So this is like we are providing the source path, like from where we need to pick our label data so that we can build that artifact. You can keep a slash after that, slash after train. Yes, great. So publish path. So here this is.
Not required.
I should delete it?
Yes, you can replace it with something I have provided here. So you can this is the destination path where your artifact would be generated and saved. So I have given publish path. You just go down, this. So for you it would be
Group 2.
Group 2. That's the only change. So here we have something else as well, like we can specify the export count and its transcribed to. So these are optional as of now. So Rajat, export count is optional, right?
where is that?
Export count. As of now, it's not mentioned.
No,
It's not here.
No, I think in the other one. In the
source language Kannada.
This language I have to see. KN I'll make?
Yes.
Basically,
Okay.
you have to make it KN.
Yeah.
And just copy whatever is there in the message that Soju sent to you. I think copy things from there. Like export count is the count number of utterances that you want to export.
I'm not able to completely paste it. So I'll paste it from params or JSON again. Let's see till how much I can paste it in the chat. So
it is after source path.
Yeah, I have again pasted it, but this is also partially.
Is transcribed. All this also I'll take.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah, take both. Right.
I think that should be enough for
This should
now.
be enough.
Yeah, there are other few things as well
No,
which
source name we need to add in the collection.
Collection source, is it there?
yes,
Here
collection
I
source
can
is something that's
change the.
Scroll down.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just add the source name here. Replace this Rashid Darshan
Yeah,
with the
collection source.
so there is a
so
repository where they have defined the schema element, how you're going to send it to their API. So, but this is the standard,
just
yeah.
just copy the name from the above. No, this is a bit different.
So this
Yeah.
Just copy
ULCA
the
configuration
name
we
from the
understand
previous.
is little comprehensive. We'll make it little better. I mean, so that we input lesser things here.
I think now we are good with it. And what else? Okay.
Name. No,
Thanks.
collection source name is different with the name. No,
Source
just go
name,
to the
no?
airflow. Yeah. Please open the airflow. Scroll up. Yes. Copy the source name from the first line. That query stories. Just delete it. Yes. You need to paste the exact name. No? Yeah, this name is a bit different. Yeah, replace the collection source,
Okay,
the
okay.
the name that you have just.
Is it okay?
Scroll down.
Collection method. Do you want to
Some
check here?
that submitter thing is not mandatory, no? Submitter thing, format, and all those things.
I am not able to paste the complete one. So what I'll do is I'll try to do it myself, and I'll edit it and paste it here, the rest of it, and you can actually show it. So just give me a minute. I'll do it in the back end.
Okay. So
So
you
why
are
don't you
adding
save this?
the
You just save whatever you have done so
Yes.
far,
Yeah.
and I can do the rest from there. So
Yeah.
it's actually a pretty comprehensive configuration. So we'll try to streamline it better for the user to use it.
Yeah. I think we will because recently we have developed this. This ULCA has come recently. What we'll do, we'll make this configuration very small. It is very verbose right now, right? So we'll make it as lean as possible, and we'll upload it in the documentation as well.
So can you just check? I have can you can refresh the page? I have updated it, so you can.
Okay. And
So you can see like I have updated it. Like these are the details that actually
so
you need.
again, this is.
Okay, you can change that. Yeah, you can change that from stories to this one, and that's the only change. Yeah, yeah. So
saving.
yes. So we have to actually, if it's a machine transcribed labeled data, we have to specify a few parameters that actually goes into the API. Okay, so we are ready with the configuration, and so you want to run it, and you want to generate the zip, and then I'll show you how you can publish it to the ULC API. So you can go to the DAGs, and you can see there is a job called ULCA dataset
ULC data set.
pipeline, right? So you can just trigger the DAG. It's running now. Let's see.
Yeah, it's done.
Okay. So can you go to the group test to bucket and see that we have a zip or not?
I think
Group
we should
test.
not because it completed very fast. I believe.
No,
Here?
no, group 2 test, group 2 data test.
Yeah, I'm here only.
Yes.
Group 2
Click.
data test.
Yes.
Okay, your screen is not refreshed.
Click. So click on group
No,
2 data
click on
test.
group 2 data test.
Click group 2 data test.
Yeah, I'm inside only. Are you not?
No, that
After the buckets,
folder
madam.
location.
After the
Folder.
buckets.
You
After
are
the buckets.
Yes. Yes. Click here. Above. No.
Okay.
Click on
Okay.
the
there are
bucket.
arrows, right? There are arrows, right? So just
Yeah,
after
left.
after buckets, there is an arrow and it says like group 2 data test. Click that.
Right.
Yes. So you're able to see the label. So open that. You would see a zip. So this is the zip. So it has like it is pretty quick. We actually make a compressive artifact out of it, and this is 11.5 MB. So
You can
what
download.
You can download.
you can download to verify
Yeah.
that it has been generated or not.
This one, no?
Yeah, just extract out. Yeah.
So you can see the WAV files are there, and you can see there is a file called data.json and params.json. So this is the file that actually holds all the transcripts. So if you can open the data.json, you would see that it holds the transcript as well as the transcript is in Unicode, so you won't be able to read it from there. But it's in Kannada. So this is the file that we actually provide with the audio files to the ULC API, and it actually gets the transcripts which we have generated. So once you have the zip, you have verified the zip and it looks fine to you, right? So we are providing some metadata information about the audio, like the gender, the duration, the SNR values. So once you have the zip, what you can do is like you can go to the bucket. So okay, just click on labeled, that arrow, third one, labeled, yes. So now you are ready. You have generated transcripts through your own ASR model, and like you are ready to contribute to the community so that others can also use your data. So what you can do is like you can make this zip public. So there are three dots at the end of your screen, right? On your complete right, there are three dots.
Yes.
Just click them and you can edit the permissions. If you are the admin, I think you can do it. Yeah. So the third one is project, right? The reader account. So you have to make it public. Keep it no. Keep it reader. Just for the entity, under the entity, just click as public. Yes. So now what it would do is like it would make a, and you have to click save. You have to click save.
That is the only thing.
So now you will get a URL. So now your artifact is public. So if you provide this, copy this URL, provide to anyone, so anyone can use it. So you can paste this URL in the chat window so that everyone can see it. So it's like an URL. Anyone can download it in their system and see what you have provided. So once you get this URL as a public URL, what you can do is now it's your time to actually go to the ULCA API page and actually contribute it. So can you just go to the ULCA? I'm listing it again.
Where is it actually?
I have yeah. So this is
Oh.
the platform where we have. This is buggy as of now. It is being managed by Taranto. It's like it's the dev platform. The prod platform is pretty much advanced as of now. So, but we have access to dev, and this is going to be migrated to Meti prod very soon. So that's the common place where everyone is going to contribute their things to. So you can do a sign up and like quickly. Hopefully, you will be
Sign
able
up.
to submit. Yeah. So you just can quickly sign up. It would send you an email to your email inbox, and you have to verify yourself. So this is like the end of the journey. Once you have done with everything, you want to just post the data set you have trained on.
Okay.
I think you need to actually, yeah. It's very short or like it doesn't have the combinations. You can just keep some password that is having lowercase, uppercase as well as
Yeah.
some numeric.
Yeah. Okay, 1 minute.
What I'm saying is, one is for their career perspective.
Okay. Now you can just go to your inbox and you should have an email from USCA to verify yourself.
Without probability theory, how one can teach the game theory? ಈಗ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಈ ಇಷ್ಟರಲ್ಲಿ ಮೇಡಮ್ ನಮಗೆ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ಲಾಗ್ ಎಷ್ಟೆಷ್ಟು ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗುತ್ತೆ. If there are only 5-6 students in that category, ನಾವು ಇಷ್ಟೆಲ್ಲ ತಲೆ ಇದೇ ಬೇಕಾಗಿಲ್ಲ ಅಲ್ವಾ. ಈಗ 5 ರಿಂದ 6 ಜನ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ಲಾಗ್ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್.
Now you can just log in. Yep. Let's see if you're able to log in. This dev is buggy. Let's see. Hopefully we don't get any hassles. Yes. So this gives a snapshot of whatever has been submitted by others. Like how many hours of data have been submitted. So if you want to submit, this is your dashboard. This is only the snapshot of what is submitted in the dev. So in prod, which we don't have access to, it has a lot of things. Like it has more hours of contribution. Okay. So if you want to submit, you can just take the dataset drop down. It is written right on the header bar. There is a header dataset. Yes, you can have a drop down and it says submit dataset. Right, you can click it. So you can just paste the URL which you just made public in the second tab. Yeah, you can. Yes, this one. So you have made it public. Now you are just going to make it usable for the community. So just paste it in the second. Here you can give the dataset name, like anything, like Best Buddies Feeder or whatever. So it is mandatory that the dataset names should be unique. or else it. Yes, you can just put it. You can try to submit. Let's see if you're able to. Okay, so this is the bug actually in the dev website. So what I can do is like I can try to show it in my system, because I don't, for some reason it works in my login. So I'll just give you a quick overview of things it looks like. I can share my screen.
Yeah, 1 second, I'll just stop.
So open uploading the data. So will they validate the data in the Ulka?
They won't validate. It's like it's like the transcript is correct for that particular audio file. It won't do that ever. It would actually validate few things like the duration, the language. It would try to detect. They are trying to integrate everything in a day-to-day basis. So are you able to see my screen? Is it visible?
No, not yet. Yeah, language they validate. Are they use some automatic language identification or through manual verification?
I'm not sure about that actually, because
No, they just use the character, basically, like character encodings,
Okay.
language encodings. Yeah.
Okay.
so are you able to see my screen now?
Yes.
Is it visible?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, great. So what I'll do is I will take Shruti's zip URL, and this is my user. I'm logged in. So I'll show you what I have done before. So I have contributed so many data sets. You can see like it shows under your my contribution whatever you have submitted, and it would show you like whatever, like for a particular data set, it would show you like how much it could download, how much it could ingest, how much it could validate. So whatever it couldn't validate, it would just throw into failed count. And like there are few filters and criterias they actually are upgrading on a day-to-day basis. As of now, it's evolving, and based on that, it would publish successfully the ones which are like filtered and validated at their end. Okay, so I'll just show you how we can submit the data set. So I'll click on submit. I'll try to paste it. So this is, I have to keep a unique name to it. So I'll just try to put some. Okay, I'm also getting the same issue now. Okay, in the morning it was working. Sorry. So this is going to go off very soon, and we have reported it. And we are migrating to prod, and it's going to go to meaty prod very soon. So once that is there, I think it would be okay. So see, I'm able to submit my data set now. You can see like I have got a SRN number, which with I can track where my data set is. So I'll just click on my contribution. So you can see like it actually detects that it is a labeled dataset or unlabeled dataset. Based on how it could detect it, it could detect it based on the param.json and the data.json we created. Like, so that's actually the agreement or the metadata about our about our audio files, which we are sending it to them. So they'll read those two files and actually get the metadata out of it. So let me see. Okay, they were able to ingest it completely 100 successfully. So I think we did there were 100 files or something. I'm not sure how many were there in that zip. So,
yeah, 100
yep.
files.
Okay.
We provided export count 100.
Yeah, so they could ingest 100 files and 0 moved to failed. So it's a good thing. Let's see how many gets validated based on their internal filters. So we have to actually keep on updating or doing something here because it's a bit buggy. Okay, it's stuck. So it looks like this kind of. So you ingest and you get validated few, which 7 passed and just 3 got rejected, and finally during publish it could publish 6 and 1 was rejected. So whatever gets rejected, you can actually download the error logs and try to look at it. So this error log, they are trying to make it as verbose as possible for the user to actually debug and get to know what's the exact issue is. So this is where you can actually get an idea why your utterances are getting rejected. So let me check once again if this got updated. Okay, I don't think this is getting updated soon. Okay, there is some issue. Maybe it's taking longer. So see, like we have ingested 20,000 records too.
Can you show one error log such that we can know that
yes,
what the kind of error log, maybe what kind of error?
I'll try to generate for one of the previous one. So let's see if how many got rejected and why. So there are few error logs which we were not able to make out. So we have put it to Tarento team. So they will try to make it as verbose as possible. It's opening. I think it's a huge log, 20,000 files. This is so. Let me open this one. Sorry, why I did that. This is a smaller log, right? So this is another bug. So it's not downloading the. It's like you can see it downloaded the zip file rather than downloading an Excel. Anyway, so this is how it looks like for the 20,000 record file I had generated. So they'll give the message type, and this is the message 0 bytes. And here actually you can get why it failed. The file size audio is unplayable, file size is 0 bytes. So this is something they are actually validating at their end. What is the file size and are the characters appropriate for the particular language code you have provided or not. So there are a few checks that they'll do, and based on that they'll actually reject your utterances. Okay, so this is one type of error. There might be other errors also, like utterances can be short enough for them to actually ingest it. So they'll give like utterance too short, so they're rejecting it. So this is how it looks like. Okay, you can just have a look at your error logs, why it is failing, and get an idea. Okay, so this is the whole life cycle of how will you make the transcript from getting downloaded from web scraping and then actually publishing to the community. So I think this is stuck. This is not happening anymore. Like we'll put it to Tarento. I think this is what I had to show you guys. I'm done. Like if you have any questions, we can take that.
Okay, thanks, Ujjo. I think that should help. So yeah, basically what we have done so far is we have generated the data sets from scratch. And since it is one activity per account, so people, I mean, whatever the installations or setup we have done, it has to be done only once for each account. So now, but we can use this Airflow, and multiple people can work on the same platform on the same account, and they can generate data sets for multiple sources that can be parallelized. But if you, on one account only one person can work, and it is done already, so it is one off only. So
Sir,
it's not
by account you mean instance or account?
the whole GCP account, one account, one project.
Okay.
Project, I mean, yeah.
Okay.
For
So
one
for
project, the
Caldi
setup.
Windows, I think we have to do it again, is it?
For Caldi Windows, we can do it. We have third project, so if you want, we can do it there as well. But if you want to use the data set using like these pipelines, you can still use it. You can publish it to a bucket, and from there, Caldi Windows can get the data sets.
Okay.
So, I mean, it's not, we don't need to set up one pipeline for each project. If you want to reuse the data set from other project, we can share that through the buckets, right?
No, one account is like that summer school ASR1 and ASR2 like
Correct.
that.
That is
So
one project, yeah.
okay, so now summer school ASR1 is one account.
Correct.
So we
it
have
has
done
two
it
projects.
for.
It has two projects, right?
Okay, okay.
So inside two projects, what I am saying is we have set up for ASR, like one project is already there, on which the pipeline is running, right? That
Yeah.
I did the setup already yesterday.
Okay.
And one setup we have done. So two setups we have already
okay.
done. So we want to do
Okay.
third setup, we can use do in the Caldi Windows project. Yes.
Okay. Okay.
But yeah, I think I would recommend to use the personal GCP ID now, at least for the data platform, because data platform is anyways is not very expensive. So you can spin up a small cluster with very small, very a small database as well, and then we can try out individually, I think. So that is one activity we should do. I think over the weekend we can try out, and if there is any issues, we can on Monday we can sort it out. How is it? Does it sounds good, Jagbandhu sir? I mean, because we have shown how to do it once, and only once we can do it.
Yeah, maybe we will ask them to do all this on their own. Maybe somehow we have to come up with at least per group, one person have to do all this.
Correct.
Then only they will get a feel. Otherwise, they are thinking that nothing is happening. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I understand. That's why I think only 22 people are there.
Yeah. We have to somehow come up with some strategy to.
Yeah, because that's what we could do, because we only have two
Yeah.
accounts.
No issue. We have to see some strategy what to do. Okay.
Yeah. Maybe on
I will ask one help, because I am not able to install that PG admin.
Okay, that you are stuck there. Okay. No issues. Let's do.
Maybe once this session will complete, can you help me out to do that?
Definitely. Yeah, I can do that. No issues.
Yeah.
No worries.
Okay, thank you
Rajat
for
sir.
all the input, and
Okay,
we will leave them. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Rajat sir.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, Mahesh.
Yeah. So as of now, in the two groups, it's created. No, group 1, group 2, the data and all everything.
Yes.
So in the morning, you created in the group 1.
Correct.
Right. So Shruti madam created in the group 2.
Correct.
Okay. Now, how to take up further? I mean, in the sense, when we are using the further access, so we need to use either the group 1 data or group 2 data. That's how.
So yeah. So what you can do, you can create your own project in your personal account.
Okay.
So you will get the $300 free.
Yeah.
Okay. So you don't need to use these two accounts now. So whatever we wanted to show, we have shown it step by step.
Yes.
You can try it out on your own personal account, so that you will understand everything from ground up, whatever we have done.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
So that is what we expect from everyone. So to do that actually. So yeah, at least 22 people are there in the call. At least these people should try out. And yeah, documentation you already have the access to, and we have shown the steps, and the recording of the session.
Yeah,
Today's session will also be there. So
okay, sir.
Yeah.
Sir.
Yes.
Hello.
Yeah, please. Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yes, sir. Sir, actually, like, is there any ways to download the content of Ulka?
Sojo, do we have
Yes, you
access
can.
to download?
Yeah, you can actually download as well. Like when you are just clicking the data set and you are trying to. So what you can do is, I'll just quickly show you maybe.
Yes.
Yeah, I also want to ask that same question.
I haven't downloaded ever, but there is an option you can just try it out. So
can you show it, sir? Because I tried it. I'm trying it from past 3 weeks. It's again going into a login page.
Yeah, it's very buggy actually. So don't as of now you have to just wait. We have reported this to. You're able to see my screen, right?
Yes.
So we have reported it to Toronto. So here it is like you can see search and download records, right? I don't know. It happens only for me. Others get logged out. Even my team members are also not able to use it. So what you can do is like you can check this one target language. Okay, not sure. Like just doing some randomly. Select domain. Like you can keep general domain and collection method. Maybe.
The meaning of source language, target language.
That parallel for machine translation.
So if you want to do this ASR and STT, TTS, so what you can do is like you can select the language. Okay, so I'll take Hindi for reference. It has a high corpus, so I'll take this one. And collection method, maybe machine, or is that machine human translated, or I've never downloaded, but yeah, I can auto aligned or whatever, I'm not sure. Let's see if it gets me some data. Yeah, so I got an SRN, so something is getting downloaded maybe.
Yeah, after this, I mean, I didn't get
Okay.
clear.
Yes. Yes.
It is
See,
getting saying that
yeah.
something went wrong. Again, it is going to login page. I don't know what's the
Okay.
reason
So
from
it
this.
is making it.
That happened to me also now.
Okay.
Yeah. It
I'm
is.
trying from past 3 weeks, so it's giving the same thing. I
Yeah,
don't
it's
know.
like very buggy, like, and it is not consistent across users. So
Okay.
like this is how it generates, and I can just click download sample, and it to download, if I just click this, it would download 500 and these
Okay.
hours of data. So I think, yeah, it would enable a public bucket in AWS, from where it would download the data set for me. So this is
Okay.
kind of the structure, and this is evolving, and this is going through a lot of developments. So I think
Okay.
guys need to wait for a bit till it is hosted in Meaty Prod, and we can all have a
Okay.
better experience then. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's it.
Okay. Sir. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, sir. I think for today we have covered what we wanted to cover. So
Yeah. What we'll do, Rajat? Will I share my screen, or we will see it in offline, or what?
you can share your screen, but I
Fine.
hope that you understood the whole platform now, and you got some idea about it. How to do the setup, and how do we generate the data end to end, right? I mean,
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah, yeah,
think
yeah.
yeah,
Overally, I got a flow. Maybe we have to do it. Then maybe people
yeah,
can be more hands-on on that. Yeah. So I am sharing. Yeah.
sure.